All right, let's fucking do it. Go! Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome to the greatest show God ever created. It's Dusty. Hell yeah. How's everybody doing? Happy Thanksgiving. Hope you guys had a good one. I missed you. Missed each and every one of you except for you. You know you fucking are. Anyway, didn't do Friday show. Decided to take it off for Thanksgiving. Wasn't really feeling up to it, to be honest with you. I was all full and shit. Got all fat. Did what I do, but actually had a okay Thanksgiving. I know you guys are waiting for an update. I talked about it in the last show how I wasn't really looking forward to going to Thanksgiving because all my family is awful except for my mom. My mom's great. Hi, Mom. But the rest of them, pretty much shit for brains. They're all anti-vaxxers. Every single person, like 100% of the people who were at Thanksgiving were unvaccinated except for me, folks. This is what I'm dealing with, and we did talk about that a little bit. The clot shot. They were saying, oh my God, I've had friends that just dropped dead. Like, all my friends are dying. Yeah, you're 70, Aunt Donna. Sorry, that's what fucking happens when you reach 70. Everybody fucking dies. It's not because of the vaccination or anything. That's just life, right? We're all headed to the grave sooner or later. Anyway, something kind of weird happened, though. A little bit uncomfortable. I was talking to my mom, and she was like, well, I'm glad you came, even though you didn't want to come. And I was like, oh, shit, did you watch my show? And she's like, yeah, I watched your show. And I was like, embarrassed because I talk mad shit about my family. Think I call them all shit for brains and stuff. And so anyway, I guess I got to watch what I'm saying. Didn't have to punch nobody, so that was good. Here's an artist illustration of what my Thanksgiving was like, though, y'all. Not really, just kidding, but this is pretty funny.
Okay.
Thanksgiving over. How about that?
Thanksgiving is done.
That's about the gist of my family right there, though. Toothless redneck. Just kidding, just kidding. Love you, all my family who are clearly watching my show. Didn't fight my brother. Got along okay. Went all right. Got to meet his daughter, my niece, who I've never met before. She's like 14 or 15. Just a grown little person. How's this possible that I have a niece that never even met before? But that's family for you. And Miss Misty, loving me as always. Hell yeah. If I get started, I want to tell you guys about the super chats. The lifeblood of the show is the super chats. I don't dodge any questions. I will answer everything. Apparently I got a lot of psychos still on my viewer list that I'm going to have to get rid of. We'll see about that. But the rest of you cool people can super chat me. There's a dollar sign down here. See the chat? See my mouse? Dollar sign. Click on it. The more you donate, the more serious I take a question. I don't run any ads on the show. I don't sell anything. I don't con anybody. And I'm actually losing a lot of support for my whole Joe Biden position. Apparently people are not on board with me declaring, hey, we need to find a new candidate. We got a year. We got a whole year before the elections. We can find somebody better than this. Joe Biden is unelectable, in my opinion. We're going to go over that. Before we do, I want to talk about something that's been on my mind. I've been having an existential crisis because those of you who follow the show know that all I ever want to do is entertain people and make them laugh. I've always wanted to be a comic ever since I was a kid. I just want to bring people joy. And I thought, hey, I'll start the show where I make fun of conservatives and cover the news in a funny way, you know, add my spin on things. And then what am I going to do? Because when I cover this shit, I get so sad. I can't even make jokes. I can't make the show fun anymore. So I guess what I decided to do is I'm still going to cover it. I have to fucking cover it. Even if it turns people off, even if I lose support, which I have. I've lost incredible amount of support. If I lose friends and fans, if I can help a few children not get bombed to death, which I don't know, maybe that's very conceited of me to think I have any power whatsoever to make that happen. I have to use my platform for that purpose, right? So what I decided to do is I decided to wait to the end of the show before I cover the Palestinian stuff. So the last half of the show is going to be all the Palestinian stuff. So if you guys don't hear that or listen to it, you can bail out at halftime. But I'm still going to cover it. Had another horrible week. And we have to talk about Joe Biden, the Joe Biden problem. I do not think Joe Biden is electable at this point. And I think if we are going to stop Donald Trump from destroying democracy forever, we have to put pressure on Joe Biden to drop the fuck out so we can have a new candidate. That is my legitimate opinion. That's how I feel about it. And we're going to discuss why. I'm going to bring all the evidence, bring the receipts, and you guys can, if you want to, say what you want to in chat. I don't promise I won't yell at you. Everybody has a right to say what they want to say, but you don't have the right to avoid consequences for what you say. You have a right to say what you want to say, and I have a right to fucking yell at you about it. And I might, and I have. I kind of went off the last show, so we'll see what the fuck happens. We'll talk about it. But first, a very quick, very special story time with the... Oh my God, the graphic's gone. What the fuck? I deleted the graphic. Fuck my life. I have one job. Story time with Uncle Dusty. And you're scratching the shit out of me. As always, we have 10 floating cats here on the world's greatest show, making it even greater than it already is, if that's possible. And don't get back up here and scratch me anymore. No, thank you. I do not want that for me. I love you, but fuck off. No, fuck off. Okay. And first up on Story Time with Uncle Dusty. Guys know what happened to me? I found a new show that I thought was going to be great. A brand new show they just released on Hulu called Far Way Down, starring like my favorite actor. Fucking love Hugh Jackman. He's got a huge Jackman. Fucking love him, right? So sexy, so amazing. He's a triple threat. Dances, sings, and actor. Amazing. Fucking Hugh Jackman. So brand new show. See right here. I'm not lying to you. Right here on the Hulu's TV miniseries 2023. And it's like a 6-part miniseries where Hugh Jackman plays this, drover. He's driving cattle and shit in the Australian outback with the sexy ass. And I was like, hell yeah, sign me up, please. So I go watch this shit. And I'm noticing how young and sexy Hugh Jackman looks. And I'm like, how the fuck is he still looking this good in 2023? Look at this motherfucker. First off, how can I compete with this? This is just a shame. All right. Could you just like back it off a little bit, Hugh Jackman? How are we supposed to compete with this? I can't. Fucking sexy motherfucker. But still, he looks great. Look at him. He looks like he's 15 years younger. And I'm like, are they using like the de-aging technology on this? Like they did for the Irishman? I can tell when they're using the de-aging technology. It's not very good. I was like, how are they doing this? How is it so amazing? And then I figured out, oh, okay, this is not a new show. This is the movie Australia, which I never saw, apparently, that was released 15 years ago. And then for some reason, the director made a director's cut, made it even longer, turned it into 6 30-minute episodes, and released it as something new. So, Far Way Downs, do not recommend. It wasn't good. Hugh Jackman, great. Love Hugh Jackman. Movie bad. Boring. So, that was my experience. Disappointed. Thought I was watching something new. You fooled me, Hulu. You fooled me. Son of a bitch. And, all right, that is my story time with Uncle Dusty. You guys ever seen that movie? He is a millionaire. I mean, he could be drinking the baby's blood, smearing the placenta all over his face. I heard that helps. Don't know. But CGI, thought it might be CGI, but nope, it's just old bullshit. Money, yep, that was my first thought too. But also Nicole Kidman looked great. And I've seen her recently, and she doesn't look that good anymore. I mean, not saying that older ladies aren't hot. Obviously, I'm in the grandma porn, but has wrinkles now that she didn't have in the movie. So I thought, must be some kind of de-aging AI technology. Hugh Jackman's a conservative? What? Don't tell me that. Fuck you. Ruining Hugh Jackman for me. Holy God, how you gonna ruin Hugh Jackman for me, dude? Dusty showing old clips again. Yeah, I didn't know it was old fucking clips, all right? This time, it wasn't on me. I mean, it's never on me, and I always don't know, but this time I especially didn't know. So don't fucking put that shit on me. I was gonna watch that show. I mean, you might like it. It has like the feel of like a 1920s movie, like a giant a Hollywood blockbuster, that kind of feel to it. It just didn't have much of a plot. Ain't much going on in that movie, unless you want to look at Hugh Jackman's sexy ass, which I do. But anyway, you are so cool. You don't know me. I ain't that cool. This time he's telling us it's old. I know, this time I'm being honest about it. For once, I'm being honest about something. So, kudos to me. And all right, guys, let's go ahead and kick the show off. Like I said, we're going to cover the Palestinian stuff at the end. So, for now, laughs and jokes. We can all have a good time together. And it's my favorite segment. It's Beyond Parody. Beyond Parody! Hell yeah! And first off, on tonight's Beyond Parody, it's a small world after all. Holy shit, I can make this stuff up. So this guy decided to drop acid, and then he decided to go to It's a Small World ride at Disneyland, and then get naked and pull out his tiny penis. Yeah, welcome to the sex offenders list. Shoes and pants off. Some bad life decisions happening here, folks. Yeah, let me just go into the water. They said it was fake water. I guess it is fake water. So he's swimming in fake water right now. And at least he's not completely naked, though. That's it. Oh, yeah, he's completely naked. Yep, there it goes. That's real water right there. That's not even fake. And, ooh, we got a what right? Ooh, we got a hairy ass. What? Oh, why is ass so hairy, man? My ass ain't hairy like that, y'all, I promise. And then they dragged him out of there in front of the kids and everything. Don't know what's wrong with you, dude. And yeah.
What about these kids?
I know, you are a moron. I love it the way they drag him out of there with his ass and taint all hanging the fuck out. And at least it is a small world. I'll give him that. It's a teeny tiny small world. Off the jail and the sex offenders list with you. Bad life decisions. Man, I've done so much acid in my life. Like when I was in Denver, I did acid like every other day. I never had no experiences like this. I went out about the town, went out to dinner and shit, interacted with people. Never had any fucking problem with it. You know, it makes you see wavy lines and shit. But as long as you hold it together, it's not really that big of a deal. So anyway, dumb. He is dumb. And then, on Beyond Parody, boom. Oh, speaking of weird naked guys, what is wrong with this guy? So this is a 46-year-old billionaire who's constantly trying to prove how young he looks, how amazing he's de-aged himself by spending millions of dollars a year and releasing photos like this. And I'm starting to think he just likes being naked. He just likes showing off his fucking body. He's like an exhibitionist. They ain't got nothing to do with the fact that you spent millions of dollars at the age, you freaky weirdo. His Brian Johnson and his Johnson hanging out. He got those balls. Anyway, death was my only wish for 10 years. Depression had me in an unbreakable chokehold. Giving thanks today that I now feel an insatiable thirst of life, sending you all the love. But yeah, man, this picture definitely makes it look like your days of struggling with mental illness are behind you. You're crazy as shit, dude. And also, you look exactly your age. I mean, you're in good shape. I'll give you that. All right, you're fine. You're in good shape. You bought some good hair. I could tell because he got a full head of hair, but he's got a big forehead. Like me, right? And you know why that is? It's because when they give you hair transplant surgery, they cut a big swath of skin out of the back of your head, and they sew it back together, which pulls your forehead back, and then they just plug that hair into the top of your fucking head in the front. It's easy. It's easy to see, motherfucker. But anyway, you're weird. Holy shit. What a weirdo. Should have spent some of that money on some psychological care. Maybe stay off the interwebs for a little while, dude. And did you guys see this? Apparently this is real. I did not read that it wasn't real. Somebody says it wasn't real. Anyway, I'm going to pretend like this is real, regardless if it is or not. Rudy Giuliani doing his Thanksgiving show. And let's see if we notice anything unusual.
The right thing was done here to assume.
Oh, no, what? Yeah, Pornhub in the background, dude. Totally real. I believe it. And look at his face. Look at his face. It looks like he's seeing it. He's like, oh, shit, probably. Get that off there immediately. Yeah, we know this guy's a perv. He whacking it. I would never do that. I would never watch the porns. You guys know me. I don't abide by no pornography. And then This one's kind of funny. I don't know if you guys saw this one or not. So this woman, I guess she was watching her baby on her phone. Got a baby monitor, right? Little camera going on there, and you can like watch it through the Wi-Fi. But there's like a few seconds delay between what you see on your phone and what's happening in real life. So she looks at her phone and she doesn't realize it's delayed, and she sees somebody walking in the door behind her. But it's her. It's her from a few seconds ago, and she kind of freaks out a little bit, and it's funny. Here she is. She's looking at her thing, and she's like, she sees herself. Oh my God, what is this? A ghost? Oh my, yeah, it's you. It's you. Let's have a look at that again. Little tiny freak out. Her soul just leaves her body. Oh my God, yeah. It's a delay. It's a delay, woman. Anyway, pretty funny. I like that one. And then, oh my God, Dana White, proof that you don't have to be like a super genius to be rich. You don't have to really be smart at all. You just have to be willing to be a giant piece of shit that takes advantage of people. So here he is, not getting the joke, going right over his bald ass head. Here's Chael Sonnen telling him, okay, joke. Let's see if you get the joke better than Dana White does.
I'm going to tell you a new joke that's going around. What is 6 feet tall? What is?
All right, let me try it again.
I'm going to tell you a new joke that's going around. What is 6 feet tall? What is 6 feet tall dashing and disappears in an instant?
What? Oh, he froze right at the punchline. He froze at the punchline. That's fucking brutal.
No, that's not brutal. That's the whole fucking thing. What is 6 feet tall, dashing and disappears? He disappeared. He cut the feet off. It's, oh my God, Dana. You are not smart. Holy God. And then, oh my God, yeah, I know, right? And then you got, oh, cringe alert for those who set up a cringe-induced injuries. Don't break any ribs. Looking at you, Jeff. This is a Michigan State Representative, Josh Shriver. And before you guess, yes, a Republican. And this is the kind of incredibly cool, and I'm putting cool in quotes here, obviously, stuff they're doing to get reelected. Let's have a look.
My name is Josh Shriver. I represent you. I came to spit fire. Let me tell you what I do. I do the best I can. Trust in God and not in man. I post all my vote reasons. I'm consistent every season. Check me out.
Totally gonna vote for this guy's stats. Oh, not saying the best, but maybe it is the best Republicans come up with. It doesn't matter. They'll literally elect anybody. Looking at you, George Santos, and then Candace Taylor wants y'all to know, hey, people made fun of her for saying the globes were some kind of conspiracy, y'all. Why are people making fun of her? I mean, she knows that the earth is round, but everywhere she goes, there's globes, and other people notice them too. It's got to be some kind of conspiracy with NASA, want more money, wanting you guys to think about the earth being round all the time. Let's have a listen, y'all.
I said that it was globes everywhere. There's propaganda, but it's the truth. And you know how many people who don't believe in flat earth, they believe that we're, in a solar system. They reach out to me. They're like, Candace, you know what? You're right. I have been looking in stores and there are globes everywhere. Like there are globe toys and there's globes in the decorations. And you said that on your show and people thought you were crazy, but it's crazy. True. Why are they pushing the globes? And I said, well, I think it's because of NASA wanting to spend billions of dollars a month, but they try to say that I'm crazy because I said that, and they still go on my social media and my comments and they say, are you seeing globes everywhere, Candace? Are you seeing globes? I'm like, yeah, I am.
Is there a globe in the room with us right now? But y'all, it's all good. She ain't crazy or nothing, y'all. It's a conspiracy. Why are they trying to educate our kids about geography and stuff? Fucking NASA. And then couple conservative movies are being released, and as you can imagine, they're amazing. Best ever. You know, these people that hate when politics gets pushed into our movies. They're shoving everything down our throat, y'all. They hate it when movies get all political, except they don't. And of course, they're broke brains. The only thing they can think about is trans people, the new boogeyman, the scariest, most powerful human beings on earth. So they have to make a whole movie making fun of trans people. Of course, that's where the big money lies. And once again, warning for those that have been cringe-induced injuries, I give you the latest, greatest Benny Shapiro movie, directly from the Daily Wire.
In a world where women's sports is being transformed, the Daily Wire calls foul with the most triggering comedy of the year.
I'm so triggered. Chokeslam! Hell yeah! Woo! I mean, just to be honest, if that were real, wouldn't that make wrestling way more interesting? I mean, sports are so boring! This would make it way better if it were true, just saying.
Guys, this is serious. Sports can be your pathway to a better life.
Well, like yours?
Please don't steal my catalytic converter again. Winning matters. It's the key ingredient in becoming a winner.
Maybe you should try it sometime. Are you gonna move?
I am not.
Let's cut to the chase. I know you're not a woman.
Hey, you don't know how he identifies.
If you can beat them,
What do you know about the U.S. Opens for the Global Games?
You want us to compete as women. $5,000 prizes.
My lover says you were a great coach back in the day.
join them.
This is the way the world is now. My 8-year-old daughter told me all about it. So a guy can become a girl with no physical changes at all.
Oh, that's called gender fluid.
So I can be a woman on the court and a man in the bedroom.
I'm pretty sure most of them have rules that you have to go through like HRT for at least 2 years. And I'm just saying, if any of you guys want to go through HRT for 2 years in order to play these sports, I'm all for it. Hey, that's commitment. That's way more commitment than like 99% of the other athletes, right? That's going above and beyond the Call of Duty. So go for it.
Can't believe it. Nice.
You mean when you're sleeping?
Yes.
Coach,
Alex,
We could play basketball.
we'd have to get the whole team back together.
It's time
We're in.
I'm in. I'm in.
to play
Lady Balders. Mount up.
like a girl.
That's right. I'm with her. Believe in my truth. This is my truth.
From heroes
Day one of being a girl athlete. I love being a girl.
to sheroes.
We could dominate every woman's sport. Running, swimming, soccer. I said sport, Felix.
it's ladies basketball, boys. Nobody watches.
Excuse me. Are these seats open?
Never mind.
Getting dunks. And tucking trunks.
No, she didn't.
That's the biggest I've ever seen on a lady.
I don't care.
Lady ballers.
One can even be trans age now, which provides Sheelix with a wonderful opportunity to relive all the experiences that she missed out on in school.
Streaming exclusively on Daily Wire Plus December 1st.
Streaming exclusively on the Daily Wire Plus. Oh my. Hey folks, do you want to listen to the same joke for 90 minutes? Well, now's your chance. Immediately go sign up for the Daily Wire Plus. Can't wait for that one. Holy God. I'm definitely going to watch it though, just so we can make fun of it. Actually, I'm probably not. I can't even sit through that. It's too bad even for me, and that's saying something. And one more, if you thought there was not enough really cringy conservative movies, oh my God, do I have a treat for you? Apparently, Sean Hannity has produced a movie, and it's just as good as a movie that Sean Hannity would be. This time, it's from super mega amazing lifelong actor John Schneider. Guys remember John Schneider? He was in that show like in the 80s and hasn't worked since. Dukes of Hazzard. Yeehaw! Anyway, let's have a look. It's going to be the hit of the Christmas season.
It's very hard to find a place that even comes close to being worthy of your beauty.
It's romantic.
It's about you and me alone.
Wow, look at the two of you.
Merry Christmas, America. Hollywood has canceled Mason Stone.
Stone will be
canceled.
digitally replaced by AI.
Boycott Stone!
We will no longer be manufacturing
Got all the big stars in it.
Mason Stone characters.
Get them all out of here by Christmas Eve.
You gotta be kidding me.
How'd you get it? Oh, fell off the truck.
There was a truck involved.
The mysterious gift giver
Oh my
struck
God.
again.
You get busted with those toys, you're done. And you made me an accessory.
Well, you know what they say. Some accessories are required.
Am I smiling?
No.
Jingle smells, stinking all the way.
They called me Jingle Smells.
Yeah, I know.
It's very hard to find a place that
Jingle smells, get it? It's top-notch comedy. Can't get any better than that, folks. Conservatives are getting better at comedy. The left getting nervous. Definitely going to watch. Click buy to access. Hell yeah. I got to do it right away. And that is my Beyond Parody. Holy God, y'all. Entertainment is dead. Eric Roberts will do anything. Yes. Yeah, where's Jenna Carano? Pretty funny. I'm pretty sure. Did they dust off Victoria Jackson? Unfortunately. And looking great, Victoria. Keep it up. You're definitely not going to die any day now. Jim Brewer, greatest comedian of our generation. Gonna be so funny. Schneider played the best version of Jonathan Kent, Superman's... Oh, I vaguely remember that. I forgot that he was in that. All right, I guess he did do something else. I don't like Superman. That's why I didn't watch that. Superman is boring. God damn it. He doesn't have enough faults. He's not vulnerable enough. He's just too powerful. You know how everything's going to end? It's going to end with him just whooping somebody's ass, you know? It's no mystery. I'm going to watch both movies. I know you are, Anthony Stark. I'm right there with you. Totally Family Values TV. If your family sucks shit. Superhero films are boring. Usually they are. Except for that Marvel movie. The one where all of them came in at the end through portals and shit. That was badass. Fuck you, Thanos. Rob Schneider missed another opportunity. I bet he's probably in it somewhere. I wouldn't be surprised. I know he thanks the Lord every night for Adam Sandler. That's all he thanked at Thanksgiving dinner. Thank you, Jesus. Superman woke. Yep, no wonder he's going broke. And all right, we're along, folks. Got a quick yet powerful religious bullshit. 1, 2, 3, 4. Religious bullshit. Religious bully shit. Religious bully goddamn shit. It's time for religious bullshit. Motherfuckers. It's time for religious bullshit. And first off on tonight's religious bullshit, for those of you who have not got enough of transphobia, I bring you even more. Apparently, this performance got this Christian Dance Academy disqualified from a national competition. I'm pretty sure they got disqualified because it sucks anyway.
Have the right to be taught a solid education. Mathematics, English, history, science, not gender fluidity. I have the right to expression of thought. So I say, gender is not the clothes I wear or the activities I engage in.
I mean, that's part of gender identity, isn't it?
Those aren't gender. Those are gender expressions and gender roles.
Right.
So exactly. I say, there are only 2 genders determined at conception.
At conception? Holy shit.
Male. And female.
Man.
And woman.
Boy.
And girl.
Guy.
And gal. XY and XX. It's not a choice. You don't get to pick. That's the science.
Yeah, you guys don't get to pick anything. You got 2 choices, and that's fucking it. Just deal with it, motherfuckers. Good God, this is so bad.
No cap.
No cap, y'all. Oh, genders, that's only 2 motherfuckers. If you got dick and balls, you're a boy. If you got a vagina, you are a girl. Can't pick your destiny. You were locked into these choices and you can never escape them. No matter what you do, praise Jesus.
Take my people with me. Together we are going.
Holy shit, they found the first black people on earth who can't sing. Racist! That's racist, Dusty. No, never, Dusty. Never. I bet they can't dance either. No, Dusty! What the fuck, dude? Anyway, then, you guys know who's a big old dickhead? God. Yeah, he's even a bigger dickhead than we thought. I knew we already knew that he was a giant fucking prick, but Kat, she about to explain to us exactly what a fucking cocksucker he really is.
And Trump does something that we would call rude, or he's in your face, or he names somebody like Sleepy Joe. Is God suddenly shocked or disappointed that he acts that way?
Absolutely not. He knows exactly who he's going to pick, and you all know none of us are perfect. Is that correct? But
That
he
is correct.
chooses, because, God's seen the beginning and the end. He knows exactly who he needs to do those jobs. And my mom likes bold personalities, and I can tell you this, passionate people. That means they're expressive, they're fierce about what they believe in, and sometimes, those people maybe go over a line we don't like, but he's not shocking God at all.
Nope.
That means it's not necessarily okay, but
It's
you
okay
get
then.
it with the package, okay? And he is definitely accomplishing everything
Wow.
God wants. And actually, this is hilarious.
It's
The
so
angels
funny.
sometimes will repeat the very things that Trump say. Like they call him Sleepy Joe.
Oh.
I
Genocide
think
Joe?
God himself called, well, we were just going to repeat it since it was said, right? When God had me prophesying up in Colorado, he actually said these words. Why would you pick a villain for a president when I have already sent you a superhero? That would be Trump.
That's right, folks. God says all the same slurs and bullshit that Trump does. So, just saying. Definitely want to run out and worship him immediately, even though Genocide Joe is a pretty good name. I don't think Trump came up with that one, but pretty accurate, even though people are mad at me for saying it. And then, holy shit, this brand of Christianity spread all across the world. It's so disturbing to see it over in India, but this version of charismatic bullshit where they're cult members and they're obviously very mentally ill. And so they're doing anything they can do to signal to the cult members, hey, I'm one of you. It's the same way that Trump stooges behave, They're so desperate to belong to anything. They're so lonely and sad and pathetic that they do anything to belong to the in group, including shit like this. I'm feeling Jesus, yo! Oh, God. Yeah. Totally normal. I'll say, you ever notice that women are more likely to be involved in this kind of bullshit? I wonder why that is. Don't want to be sexist or anything, but they are rocking that pink, though. Bro, it's get dirty. What? It's all dirty now. Now you got to wash it. Just bad. Oh, what you gonna do? Poor India. Like you ain't got enough fucking problems. And then, folks, food for thought. If you ever wondered why God invented hell, here it is.
Why did God ever create hell in the first place? This is the undeniable truth about hell that you were never told.
None of this is true.
Did you know that hell was never intentionally reserved for people? It was only supposed to be for Satan and the fallen angels.
But doesn't God know everything ahead of time? Did he know everything that was going to happen before it happened? So when he created hell, since he knows everything, he knew that people were going to go there? Which kind of means everything you're saying is complete bullshit right now.
And they fell from heaven. They were meant to be thrown in there, chained up, and eternally separated from God. However, people are sent to hell because they choose to make the same decision that Satan did. Because of this decision to serve Satan instead of give their life to Jesus, they were sent to hell as well. And they are now unable to spend eternity with God in heaven.
Cool, bonus. We're not signing up for that. Because
is that
if God did exist and he was torturing people forever and ever for simply not believing him or loving in him, then I wouldn't want to be in heaven with him forever anyway, because he seems like sort of a prick. I mean, if you had kids, is there anything they could do, period, including not loving you, that would make you torture them for even 5 seconds, much less eternity? Of course not, because you're way more than this piece of shit monstrous God you're talking about, right? So it's way better that we go to hell and be separated from him forever, right?
This does not have to be you. If you want to know the truth about going to heaven, subscribe now.
Okay, no thank you. I know enough, and I want to go to hell, please. One-way ticket! That's where all the cool people are going to be, and that's my religious bullshit. Hell yeah. Still, please try to get super chats in, folks. I'm going to read all of them at the end of Chud Watch. But first, we're going to do the trash roll. But let me read your comments first. Still hating. Hell yeah. Hell Satan. Seemed pretty cool. If you read the Bible, he was definitely the good guy in that book. No hate like Christian love. Definitely trying to scare you with terrorism. It's what they did to me my entire fucking life. Fuck you. My family who did that. Psh, hard not to go off on them at Thanksgiving, but I didn't. I was on my best behavior, y'all. Didn't fucking make anybody cry. Didn't punch nobody. Didn't smoke no weed either. I didn't smoke no weed in a week or whatever. It's terrible. These people disown their male kids for wanting to suck dick. Psh. And don't I know it, but their male kids are way better off, right? Way funner to suck dick than hang out with Christians. Not that I would know. Wink. Highway to hell. Yep, I am on it. Faux show. I'm poor Dusty. Hey, aren't we all? Join the fucking club. You have to tell us about your turkey day. I did at the beginning of the show, Pure Chaos. It was pretty uneventful. Nothing. I didn't get in no fights or nothing. I just had a meal and fucking left. And that was it. Had a stepmom. I lived through hell. I had a couple steps. My stepdad's pretty cool, though. He's a pretty nice fella. Won't hate on him. God wanted evil to exist. Clearly, he created evil. God created everything, according to them. I ain't smoked weed in months now. It gets easier. It's been all right. I feel way sharper than I usually do. I go out and I can have conversations with people in public without feeling like a total fucking moron. So that's cool. Oh, I forgot to. Well, I guess I'll talk to you about it in the Trash World section. I went and bought something on Black Friday, y'all. Yeah, I did it. And it did not go well. We're going to talk about it. I just watched Childhood's End E1. I don't know what the hell that is. But cool, K Jesus. Tea breaks are nice. Hell yeah. I'll probably smoke again next month. BBC comes through town if he still does it. But until then, I'm going to be sober as shit. No alcohol. Had no drugs or nothing. My mind's right, y'all. Should have done this a long time ago. I haven't smoked weed in 4 hours. Don't rub it in, Jason Ashby. I feel like I talk too much when I stop smoking. Well, I literally get paid to talk. So probably for the best. And all right, moving along, folks. Let's do the Trash World. The Trash World! The Trash World! It's a dumpster fire! It's so hellish! A Trash World! A Trash World! Everything sucks all of the time in the Trash World! And first off, on the Trash World, you know what sucks? Capitalism. Not a fan. Materialism. Horrible. This video went super viral of this annoying spoiled blonde child getting a new pair of Billie Eilish shoes. Apparently Billie Eilish is getting on the tennis shoe grift. I guess selling it to men and boys wasn't enough. Now they can get women in on this bullshit. Spending way too much money on these shoes. These shoes are $170. This girl about to pass fucking out. Wait till you see how ugly these shoes are, y'all. Shoes. Oh my god, I hate you. I know it's a little kid, but oh my god. It's fucking shoes. Oh my god, what is that?
Those are absolutely gorgeous.
They're not absolutely, what are you talking about? That's fucking Velcro bullshit. It's like the kind of boot you wear when you break your fucking foot. Yeah, just die already. Please, die immediately. I'm just kidding. Don't die. Just go into a coma or something and never wake up. Oh, yeah, you got an ugly shirt to match your fucking ugly shoes. Congratulations. Whoa, she meant to pass fucking out over ugly shoes. What's wrong with you, girl? Put your shirt up. Dress. I guess it's a dress. Yeah, fall. Oh, my God. I hate capitalism, materialism. Oh, horrible. Look at these shoes, y'all. Holy God. What? First of all, who the fuck is paying $170 for this ugly bullshit? Secondly, it looks like a boot when you break your fucking foot. Just disappointed in Billie Eilish, disappointed in everybody. I'm disappointed in myself for even covering this, to be honest with you. Bad Dusty. Hell no. And then, in the Trash World, oh yeah, apparently Friday is the deadline to file under the Adult Survivors Act. Apparently they passed a law, and if somebody like sexually assaulted you, you only had till Friday to sue them. And so all kinds of people being sued, y'all. Cuba Gooding Jr. Woman says, show me the money. Hit with two, count them, civil suits related to New York City sex assaults. Seems bad. And then some more. Jamie Foxx just got out of hospital. Didn't he die? Maybe not. He was resurrected and then immediately sued. has been sued for a sexual assault that allegedly happened 8 years ago. Apparently he, according to this, sexually assaulted somebody in a restaurant. He says it's not true. I wasn't there, don't know. And then Diddy just settled one sexual lawsuit, and now it got like 3 more. Being accused of sexual assault of a woman he drugged on a date in 1991. Starting to think like P. Diddy, not a very good person. Doesn't seem like it. And then he got sued yet again. A third accuser sued him. Jane Doe plaintiff alleges Combs and singer-songwriter Aaron Hall took turns raping her and a friend after an event at Uptown Records. Apparently Uptown Funk gonna give it to you. No P. Diddy. Anyway, sue that man into oblivion, please. And then another week, another Nazi shooting, this time at Walmart. Luckily, no one was killed except for the Nazi. Dude went in with his gun and shot like 4 people, but he was so bad at mass murder that he didn't kill anybody, just killed himself. So they went and they looked at his shit, and yeah, he like a Christian Nazi. So par for the course, basically, every week in America, in this trash goddamn country. And then, folks, apparently, online sales on Black Friday were real high. But people were noticing that in stores, they're so greedy now that the sales don't even exist anymore. They're just bullshit. Like, you used to be able to get real good sales on Black Friday. Stand in line, like get in there like 4 o'clock in the morning and the doors open at 7 o'clock and you get like half off a video card or something at Best Buy. But not anymore, folks. Now it's just lies, damnable lies. Look at this one. $649 Black Friday deal. It's the regular normal sale price every single day. For that 75-inch TV, that's actually a good price for a 75-inch TV, though. $650, shit really dropping in price, y'all. And then let's walk over here to this TV. Let's see. It's the same. $429. It's exactly the same. That's not a Black Friday deal. That's just your normal everyday sale. Isn't this against the law? Just fucking greed. All right, this one's got to be on sale. It's the same price. This is the worst episode of The Price is Right I've ever seen. Horrible. And so that brings me to my story. You're not confused. It's capitalism, bitch. I'm sorry. You're not a bitch. You're amazing. So I went to Tractor Supply. Of course I did. I live in Mississippi. And it's going to sound strange, folks, but long story short, my entire hot water system in this house runs off an outdoor hot water heater, right? It's like a portable one that you're supposed to take camping, but it runs off propane tanks. And that's what I use to heat up all the hot water in this house. Yeah, I'm fucking weird, all right? So then I'm at Tractor Depot, when I'm getting my fucking tank filled up. And then the guy's like, hey, did you know on Tuesday our Black Friday sale's starting? And you have this old-ass tank. It's not even going to be any good like a month from now. Apparently tanks go bad. You have to have them recertified and shit. They won't fill them up. And it's like, after January, we ain't going to fill this shit up for you anymore. But hey, I got you back. Black Friday deals, we had this giant, like a 4-foot, 100-gallon tank. And he's like, it's normally $229, but starting Tuesday, it's $129. Come back and get you a new tank. So I was like, hell yeah, that's a fucking amazing deal. Went back, didn't go on Tuesday, went on Saturday, last day. And I said, give me one of those giant fucking tanks that are on sale, please. Fill that motherfucker up. So he took it over there and he filled it up. It was heavy as shit. Loaded up on my truck. And I was like, hell yeah, man. I didn't want to go out on Saturday because I'm lazy as fuck, but it was the last day to get that savings. And I was like, I'm going to take advantage of this while I can. Great deal, $129 for a 100-gallon tank. Got home and looked it up online. It's $129 every fucking day. Everywhere. Selling it for that fucking price. It ain't on sale. That's just a normal goddamn price. You lied to me, Tractor Supply. I can't trust nobody anymore. Fucking goddamn capitalism. Anyway, that was my Black Friday deal. Disappointed, America. I'm disappointed, dudes. And then... tax the rich, eat the rich, whatever. What do I have to do to get rid of rich people? I'm saying we should do it. And also, like, don't buy cars at a dealership. Go buy used cars or anywhere else. They mark that shit up. They rip you off. Not a good deal. Apparently, this is a $59 million wedding. That's from a regional car dealership heiress. How much fucking money they making at these car dealerships? Look at this fucking bullshit. Oh my God. Main character syndrome. That's an ugly dress. Oh my, what the fuck? Holy, it's all gaudy. Did Donald Trump designed this wedding? That is way too much. Think of all the children you could have fed with that. Oh my God, just so stupid. You guys are gonna get divorced, you know that, right? You know it's not gonna last a year. Who is that asshole? Is that fucking that? Oh, I know who that is. You fucking dickhead. That's what's his face from who's McCall it? I know that guy. He's got the moves like Jagger, right? Got the moves like Jagger. Got the moves. Anyway, fuck everything about that. Weddings are a scam. And then, yeah, Adam Lambert. That's what I said, right? No, that's not Adam Lambert. That's the other one, right? Isn't Adam Lambert the gay guy from I don't know. Anyway, Adam Levine, that's who it is. Adam Lambert is the gay guy from the American Idol, right? Adam Lambert is actually way cooler than Adam Levine, in my opinion. Can you be more specific, Dusty? Yeah, sure. And next up, yes, people do hate disabled people for just existing. This is crazy. I guess this is a real video from a real human being who exists on the face of the earth. But people are garbage. All right, let me start over. She don't want to be rude. She's just asking questions, y'all. She's definitely a good person.
I don't want to be rude because I'm not being rude. I'm just actually asking a question. Why are there so many like developmentally disabled people? Like not even like kids. There's like groups of like developmentally disabled, like physically, more like developmentally disabled people. In like groups walking around the mall.
Right.
Okay, I'm sorry, like...
Are you?
No offense, I'm sorry. This is not a public space, like...
It's not?
The mall is not a public space?
Mall is already so depressing as is.
So depressing.
It's a mall.
And then you have to, like... Then I have to, like, see, like, tragedy. Do you know what I mean?
No.
Like, okay, I know you're gonna be like, Alex, no.
Yeah.
Get the fuck off of my page. I'm not kidding. I don't need you to be like, you're rude or you're... no.
You are
fuck
evil.
You, okay? This is an actual... Like, and don't tell me, you fucking lying bitch, that you... don't feel that too, okay?
I don't.
I'm sorry.
You're sorry.
I don't want to like go somewhere and like it's like it's very sad, okay? It's very sad to me.
Yeah, maybe you should stay your ass at fucking home. Oh my God. I'm gonna pretend like that's not real and that's an actress because I can't take that bullshit. God damn it. And then oh my God. Meanwhile in America. Are they? This is not the. Is this the real video? Did I get the right video? This is not gonna be it. I can already tell this. I'm gonna be pissed. It's not even loading, motherfucker. Come on. God damn it. Motherfuck my life. I will murder everything. Front. Holy son of a fucking bitch. Here we go.
Sorry, everybody. Are you serious? Okay, let me I don't give a no.
Obviously, you don't give a fuck. Yeah, let's look at that one more time.
Okay. Sorry, everybody.
Sorry.
Are you serious?
I'm never flying Spirit Airlines again. No, thank you. Good God. We are doomed as doom can be, I must say. Failed experiment, America is at this point. No, ma'am. And two more. All right. You know who I'm disappointed in this week? Dave Grubin, is that his name? Dave Grohl from Nirvana. Apparently he's the one that's still alive. That's my understanding. Had to make him a sign that says no cursing, because if you curse in Abu Dhabi, they put you in jail for a year. Or, hear me out, Dave Grohl, don't go to Abu Dhabi. Don't fucking perform there. What's wrong with you? Yeah, don't you have enough money? Why would you go there? Loss of respect for you, Mr. Dave Grohl. And then lastly, but not leastly, on the trash world, apparently, former officer Derek Chauvin got shivved in the hospital. Yeah, he's in stable condition now, but he was like hurt pretty bad. And I think I can speak for everybody when I say I'm just real worried about the shiv. Was the shiv hurt? Those things are fragile. It's hard to make those in prison. Poor shiv. Somebody do a welfare check on that shiv, please. Let me know. And fuck this guy. That is my trash world. Hell yeah. Nailed it, as always. Justice. No, he lived. It wasn't. Oh, no. Poor Shiv. Yes, I know. Definitely. Good. Fuck that country. And all the countries, I guess. Spirit all day. I've actually never flown Spirit. I'm sure it's fine. Did she just pee? No, she didn't. She just threatened to pee. She pulled her pants up and everybody was like, bitch, pull your pants up. What the fuck is she doing? Exactly what you think she's doing. She is garbage. It is a garbage planet. That's why it was in the trash world. She really likes to think that her shit don't stink. Mine doesn't. Smells purity roses. But the rest of y'all's is nasty. Dusty is the best. I'm all right. I have my moments every once in a while. That's not in the hero section. I should have put a Shiv in the hero section. I should have done it. But it ended up in the trash world. No hero section tonight. We do have a palate cleanser, though. So look forward to that. Thoughts and prayers to Shiv. I know, right? So I'm going to give that Shiv a plaque. And that is effing crazy. Agreed. All right, moving along, folks. Last chance to get your super chats in before the halftime, before we get all depressed on the free Palestine bullshit. But I got a real short. Not dick. Chud watch. Chud watch. Talking about Chud watch. We talk about Chud. And then we make fun of them. And then all the cool people say, Rick, Flack, woo! And hell yeah! First off on the Chud Watch, lies, damnable lies. That's what they do. So Vice President Kamala Harris and her hubby put out this picture. From our family to yours. Happy Thanksgiving. Just completely innocuous. Nothing you could possibly grab onto and be offended by or to lie about to create fear amongst the idiots that follow you. Right? Wrong, of course. Ted Cruz says, wait, that's a gas stove. The same kind Dems want to ban you from owning. Fucking hypocrite. Kamala Harris having a gas stove while you're out there trying to ban gas stoves from all of us like you are in real life. Only, yeah, they're not doing that. There's no ban on gas stoves. There's no federal legislation being proposed to ban gas stoves. No one has had one taken away, nor has anyone been prevented from buying one. Biden and Harris both have said they would oppose any ban. Literally all that happened was a scientist came out and they said, hey, some of these gas stoves aren't up to code and they're giving children emphysema. So maybe we should have some kind of regulation that make these particular manufacturers of these gas stoves not make faulty gas stoves that give kids emphysema. And of course, conservatives, all they do is fucking lie. And they're like, oh my God, the left is banning all your gas stoves. Only like, no one is trying to ban your gas stoves. What the fuck? It's just bullshit, but not stopping Fox News from scaring the old people. This is real life, y'all. #1 cable news network in America.
It's so funny that people, they saw that, her tweet, they saw her stove. Right. They rightly heckled and mocked her and made fun of her.
No, you made shit up in order to spread fake outrage.
Her and ridiculed her, and then all of the Democrats got freaked out and went on and jumped online and said,
by freaked out, you mean correctly told you that you were lying and what you're saying is not in any way true? Yeah, that's a big freak out.
Oh, no, wait a minute. They don't want to take away the gas stoves. That's misinformation.
It is.
No, they do want to take away the gas stoves. Don't. And in fact, they are taking away the gas stoves.
Why do you think they want to do it?
Places where they control things.
Why are they doing it?
Is that why? Why do they want to ban gas stoves?
I think because they hate us. They hate humans.
They hate us because of our freedom, y'all. This is their never-ending excuse for everything. They hate you because of your freedom. That's why they attacked us on 9/11, y'all. And when the next nuke hits, that's what they'll say. They hate us for our freedom. Don't we all hate you for your freedom? Because we hate Christmas and we hate joy. We hate pies. Definitely, that's what being a Democrat is all about.
They hate joyfulness. They hate pies. They hate good food. They want us all to be miserable. They want us to suffer because when we're not suffering, if we're not suffering, we're we're making things, we're creating things, we're joyful, we're doing wonderful things. Everybody's happy, and that drives them crazy because they're all miserable.
I mean, it seems like you guys are making up this shit because you're miserable and you want other people to be miserable with you. I for one, love a pie. I like good food, and I'm pretty happy most of the time. Also, I own a gas stove.
They want all of America to be as miserable and unhappy and unloved as they are.
Yes, you seem very happy. Very, even keeled. Not in any way a complete lying psychopath. Good God, y'all. And then more good news this week. Fetal alcohol syndrome. Kyle Rittenhouse apparently lost all his murder money. Remember, he got all that money from murdering those folks because when you're a conservative, they just give you money for killing people. No, super cool. Kyle Rittenhouse has lost his money since he was acquitted over 3 shootings at a protest in Wisconsin. His criminal defense attorney, Mark Richards, has said the 20-year-old is releasing a book. Oh, goody. What is it going to say? I murdered some folks. That's like 2 pages. That describes his life. He's like 20. He's a fucking fetus. What do you mean his life? Well, he did beat up that girl on tape, and then he was caught on tape talking about how he wanted to murder looters, and then he got his friend to buy him an illegal AR-15, which he took across state lines, and then murdered a few people. So, yeah, I guess that'll take 5 or 10 pages. Anyway, good luck. Hopefully nobody will buy that book. And then he's mad because he's just a little small bean, y'all. He's just a baby, and you're supposed to treat him like a child, even though he's literally a murderer. Joe was like, fuck off, Cal. The grown-ups are talking. And he's like, so much for a grown-up telling a 20-year-old to fuck off. But I guess that's the left for you, bitch. When I was 16, I had my own apartment and full-time job. Was living by myself. You 20 years old. You a double, triple murderer or some shit. Might want to get used to it. Fucking loser. And then never take any responsibility for anything. And yes, they do think you're this stupid. You know how Trump's been going out and accidentally calling Obama the president over and over and over again? But hey, folks, he's not senile. He doesn't have Alzheimer's. He's not going through cognitive decline. He was just being sarcastic, y'all. True story. He's like, whenever I sarcastically insert the name of Obama for Biden as an indication that others may actually be having a very big influence in running our country, Ryan DeSanctimonious and his failing campaign apparatus, together with the Democratic radical left disinformation machine, go wild saying that Trump doesn't know the name of our president. It's obvious, dude. We've all seen the footage. It's obvious you're not being sarcastic. It's obvious you're saying this because you just had a brain fart. We all have brain farts from time to time. Instead of just owning up to it, of course, you have to lie. Of course, you know the idiots that worship you, they don't actually care. They just want to have some kind of excuse so people bring this up to them. They can claim that your lies are real. We all see through it. It doesn't matter anyway. I don't even know why you're trying to make excuses for this, but no responsibility. That's conservatism for you. And then, folks, another thing that's conservatism for you, no respect. I don't get no respect. Little Rodney Dangerfield coming to you from the Young Turks.
President Trump, one thing that helped your life.
Streets were safer. People were
literally, while Trump was president, you guys were complaining that the streets were on fire.
Respected. The blue was respected.
Oh my God, fuck cops.
And when you say the blue, you're talking about the police.
You bet.
And what do you think's happened to that?
Woke took over.
Woke took over.
I was an ugly kid. I never had fun.
No respect, no respect.
They took me to a dog show and I won.
No respect, no respect.
Thing with it, Russia, China, everybody's laughing because we have no strength. We are not the America of 10 years ago. It's scary.
So we were stronger when President Obama was in office?
No.
That was 10 years ago.
No, yeah. Obama started this whole mess. And
Steak and sex, my favorite pair.
No respect, no respect.
I have them both the same way, very rare.
No respect, no respect.
America's being assaulted. Open borders.
Oh, no, y'all. It's terrible.
You know all the issues. We all know the issues.
We all know the issues. I can't name them except for the borders. I had no idea what the fuck I'm talking about, but you all know them.
And nobody stood under the attack that Trump stood under.
I know, right?
And look what he's done. He's hanging in there. He's for us.
He's got 91 accounts, but he loves us.
This country. And I'm going to support him to the end. I hope he wins.
When I was born, I brought no joy.
No respect, no respect.
My old man said he wanted a boy.
No respect, no respect.
There's times of great trouble, and you're his people that
I think I found Waldo.
He will provide a leader. And I do believe that Trump is our leader that God has given us. What's reality? That's what we lost. How do you make judgments when you don't have reality and truth?
I can't take it no more. I'm getting too old.
No respect, no respect.
I called suicide prevention. They put me on hold.
No respect, no respect.
Boy, that's the story of my life. No respect. No respect.
Rest in peace, Rodney Dangerfield. That's my childhood. Hell yeah. And then on the Chud Watch. Hey, more good news. More good news. Hey, maybe this means that I'm wrong. What I'm going to tell you at the end of the show, where we're going to talk about Joe Biden and how I do not think Joe Biden is electable at this point, and we still have a year out, and we should do whatever we can to pressure him into dropping out of the race so somebody else who can actually win it gets elected. But maybe I'm wrong. Fox News a little worried about it.
The head of the RNC is facing jeers of her own as the Republican National Committee is facing financial struggles, reporting $9.1 million cash on hand at the end of October. The Democratic National Committee reported having $17.7 million, nearly double the RNC. At this point in the 2016 cycle, the RNC had $20.4 million. In the 2020 cycle, it had $61.4 million. Some candidates are blaming RNC Chair Ronna McDaniel, who has said this will be her final term at the top. The head of
seems bad, but like they don't even need money. Because I mean, all the Republicans know who they're going to vote for. They don't need fucking ad campaigns to vote for Trump or vote against Biden. So, I mean, maybe Biden having more money will make people vote for Biden. We'll see what happens. It seems like people are abandoning him in droves, especially the youth. So I don't even know if money is going to be a big issue in this election or not. But we'll see what happens. But good news anyway. The less money they have, the better. And that is my Chud Watch. And folks, forgive me for this advertisement, but if you're watching my video right now, and you obviously are if you're hearing my words, right here, let me get rid of myself. Boom, this is the video you're watching. There's Dusty with my hands up, and if you click on the more, boom. The first link is to my Patreon, patreon.com/podcast. Become a member. Please become a member. I need your help. Like, I've got so many people who have stopped supporting me, have abandoned me. I had like some Zionists who are not fans anymore. And of course, I apparently I've been yelling at people on the show who are supporting me, which seems bad. But at the same time, like, whatever. I'll go work at Walmart. It's all good. Like, I'm not going to abandon my morals and what I believe. Remember, like 10 years ago, I was making atheist videos, and my family was like, hey, you should stop making these videos immediately, or we're going to disown you, and you're embarrassing yourself. And then I was like, I'm going to keep making the videos. And I did. And then I had the opportunity to join the anti-SJW movement and go on tour with the drunken peasants and make a lot of money. And I was like, yeah, get fucked. I'm not doing that because I have to sell out my morals. And then I got invited to go to New York and hang out with John Lennon's son, Sean Ono Lennon, and hang out with all the rich people in New York. And I'm poor as fuck. That was an opportunity of a lifetime. Except I had to quit shitting on the intellectual dark web and quit shitting on the Weinstein brothers and Jordan Peterson. And I was like, no, I'm obviously not going to do that. So yeah, I'll go work at Walmart. That's the gist of this story. If I have to, but I don't want to. I want to keep doing the show for you. So please consider support me on Patreon. I would love you. I'll suck your dick for some Patreon. And that's my commercial. Thank you. Now let's read the super chats. Hell yeah. All right, boom, Dusty back. And super chats. Fuck off, Dusty. All right, here we go. Let's do it. Scroll up. Hell yeah. David, legalize all drugs. Shh, I wish. Brian Paul, $20. Have to catch the replay after work. On a side note, have you moved that the All Lives Matter crowd is crickets about the thousands of deceased Palestinian kids? Hope this helps. Love you from North Dakota. I love you back. And of course, they actually mean that. They don't care about Lives Matter in any way whatsoever. They just don't like black people. And BBC, what? The greatest hero of this show. BBC as always. And I'm going to read you so sexily. Hope you had a great Indigenous Peoples Unalivened Day. Well, when you put it like that, I did. You could have hung out with me, brother. I couldn't have. Were you around here? I don't drive very far. I hate driving. I smoked 2 turkeys. Ooh, that sounds awesome. Did that get you high? Breast, and we made more cakes, pies, and deviled eggs than necessary. Anyway, here's some kitty and puppy cash. Feed the fur babies well. Can't wait to hang out. But I can't wait either. And everybody, please give love to BBC, because holy shit, he is keeping this show alive like the hero he is. Can't wait to get my hands on that BBC. And then Gay Jesus. What up, Gay Jesus? What a segue to the next person. Didn't say nothing, and you ain't gotta. Gay Jesus, you still sexy as fuck. Big Bad Gangsta, $20. I have not sent a super chat for a while. I won't even ask for forgiveness. Hey, you got it anyway. I am a forgiving type. Can I just say super chat? Hell yeah, you can. And thank you. Very generous, Big Bad Gangsta. Fruit Bats, $2. Keep talking about Palestine. Hold body accountable. Oh, I will. You know me. Mitchell God, get that 5 called Dusty. Mitchell God, hero to the show. I appreciate you, Mitchell God. Sexy MF. Jason Ashby, get that 5 called Dusty. Socialism. I love all the socialism. I love you guys. Everybody give shout outs to Mitchell and Jason. Our bananas got your PayPal donation. You rock. I'm kind of a DSP now. Love you just the same. No, you're not, because you gave me a PayPal donation. So you're one of the heroes. Rich Lauder, what up, Rich? So glad you had a decent Thanksgiving. I was dreading hearing about a horror show. Food good? Hell yeah. My mom's excellent cook, has the best dressing on the face of the earth. And all my family who are clearly watching are very handsome and or attractive and well endowed. Django, not that I would know, but second cousins don't count. It's Mississippi. Django, $2. What up, Django? One up to you. And Rocket, very generous, $100. Woohoo! Rocket to the moon. Love you, Rocket. Appreciate you. Dower Panda, what up, Dower? More socialism, Dower Panda. Love it. I got to remove the Dark Brandon emojicon. That reminds me. Thank you, Dower. You rock. Urban Moss, $20. My high school friend lost her husband in the Lewiston MMA shooting. Oh, I'm sorry. Every day she shares memories. They had 4 kids together, and it's painful to watch America push past this like it's normal. Sad, we're all one hop from tragedy. I don't even know which one that is. We have so many mass shootings and deaths that it's hard to keep track of them. But give my condolences. I don't know what else to do but to fight. And thank you for helping me fight, Urban Mask. And $20 from Blazing Chronic. Blazing! Give some love to the cats for me. Hell yeah, give love to the pretty boy right now. Look at this pretty motherfucker. Ooh, so pretty. So pretty, pretty boy. He knows it too. Spoiled bitch. Look at that. Look at that. Look at this. Look at this. Look at that spoiled bitch. Hell yeah. Oh my God. So cute. Thank you, Blazing Chronic. Good to see you tonight. J Boob. Please throw a kitty party. You know I'm going to. After the show, kitty party for everybody. Yeah, he's already ready for it. Look at him. Yeah, want to show by your butt? Yeah, look at that. Nope, didn't see it. Good. Nightfall Shadow, $5. The real sad thing is that they all believe exactly what that Fox News guy says 100%. Of course. Brainwashed as shit. Sad America. And Big BC, 10 cultist memberships. Good God, does BBC ever disappoint? I submit that he does not. Amazing, the best of us. And Finwath, what up, Finwath? Hope you're well tonight. Good to see you. Finwath is my webmaster. Love you, Finwath. Thank you for your socialism. And E, what up, E? Hell yeah, E is back. And my phone died, E. I got to, me and E were having a chat about the Palestinian thing. I think we might have a difference of opinion on it, but I almost never use my phones, but I got to charge it up and finish our conversation, E. And I apologize. Hopefully you'll forgive me if you disagree with what I'm going to say, if you disagree with my takes. But like, just know that I'm doing it because that's literally how I feel. I'm just being true to myself, which I always have to be, regardless of if I'm right or wrong about it. That's literally how I feel. And when then over 5,000 children are killed, I got to speak out against it. I have no choice. Like, I don't know what else to do, but I do love you and appreciate you. Thank you, B. Dower Penna, $20. What up, Dower? Appreciate you. Friends on Facebook now. Hell yeah. And Linda Zulinia Hoxa. Get the one called us and another one. That's two from Linda. Appreciate you, Linda. And everybody who donated tonight. Very generous. You all rock the Casbah. And if you guys want to, still plenty of time to get your super chats in. Going to read all the rest of them at the end of the show. But the rest of the show is going to all be Palestinian stuff. That's like literally the last half. There's been so much that's happened this week. We had the 2 terrorist organizations swap hostages and all that stuff. So if you don't want to hear that, if you don't want to see the rest of this, good night. I appreciate you. You could check out the after party I have lots of stuff in the after party that's going to be great. So come back for the after party if you want to. But if not, I'll see you guys on Wednesday. But for now, let's jump into the very, very, very depressing Free Palestine section. And I'm going to try not to cry or scream at anybody. We'll see what happens. I'm just going to try not to read the chat too much because that triggers me when people try to defend fucking Joe Biden, that goddamn war criminal motherfucker that's paying me, that's forcing me to pay for child murder. Anyway, so I know bad people on all sides. Hamas, terrorist organization. There are a lot of people on the pro-Hamas side, pro-Palestinian side who are behaving very poorly. Not trying to defend them anyway whatsoever, but also there's so many people, it seems like, on the pro-Israel side who are trying to make us hate them. Maybe they're not. Maybe they're just, these particular people are just bad people, I guess. But it almost seems like, I know this is not what's happening. It almost seems like these guys are working for Hamas and they are going out purposely trying to make people hate Jews. Now, I don't hate Jews. I don't. It's not working. I hate this person, though. This person, horrible. Anyway, this girl was booing the Free Palestinian protesters, looks like at a mall, and then got racist, because, of course, why would you not be a fucking racist piece of shit? Let's have a look. Nice, classy. Spit on a little kid. Not want me to spit on your child. Fucking black people.
What you say, bitch?
Yeah,
fucking black people?
Yeah. And say it to my face. Yeah, another red-headed, blue-eyed Jew, you know, just normal European shit. Super cool. And then more amazing representatives of the pro-Israel movement. Let me rewind it. You need to be put in the oven. Uh-huh.
You need to be cooked. Don't close the window.
Uh-huh.
And then you need to get raped.
Okay.
Yeah. Put those little ones in the oven, just like you did over in Israel. You're evil.
Yes.
You're terrorists.
They're the evil terrorists.
Where's your flag?
Draped in the Israeli flag, telling people to get raped and put in the oven, and they're the evil ones. Yes, definitely amazing representation. Yikes. I want to say yikes on that one. And then the Majority Report doing a great job for following them on the Reddit of covering this war. And not saying that everybody in Israel are Europeans or Americans or white folks, but a lot of them are. Here's a great cross-section of the people going over and joining the IDF. Let's see if you can see any thread that connects them all.
I'm Maya. I'm from Palo Alto in the San Francisco Bay Area.
Hi, my name is Caleb from San Francisco. I joined the IDF about 2 years ago.
I arrived in Israel 4 months ago from Cape Town, South Africa.
I'm Shakiraz. I'm a lone soldier from Atlanta, Georgia.
Florida, USA, Tampa Bay.
My name is Eitan. I'm a private in the Nachal Brigade. I'm a lone soldier from Atlanta, Georgia.
I always wanted to be Israeli and couldn't think of any other way to be more Israeli than to join the army.
My name is Hanan Linder. I'm from West Hempstead, Long Island. I decided to join the IDF because growing up in a Zionist home with a Zionist family, I wanted to contribute, be active.
I'm from Memphis, Tennessee, and something that we take very seriously, it's hospitality. It's bringing people in and making them feel at home.
Haley, I'm 25 years old. I grew up in New Jersey my whole life and moved to Israel just about 3 years ago.
I'm Yael, originally from South Africa. I came to Israel 3 years ago in order to draft into the army.
My name's Jacob. I'm 24 years old, originally from Orange County, California.
My name is Ariel. I'm from Clifton, New Jersey.
My name is Gideon. I'm 23 years old. I'm from Bergen County, New Jersey.
What's up, guys? Isaac here. I'm 25 years old from Naples, Florida, and I'm now serving in the IDF as a lone soldier.
Hi, my name is Eden. I'm from Los Angeles. I'm serving in the 611 Battalion to make sure that it's all clear in our land.
This is my country. This is my home.
Totally.
and I'm doing something for it.
It's your home, right? Yeah, definitely doing something for your home. You guys definitely are do that land. You're definitely not colonizers and invaders. We're just putting people in open-air prisons and stealing all their shit and murdering their children. Yeah, totally cool. Amazing. And yeah, it seems like some of them might be monsters. Breaking, Israeli forces killed journalist Amal Zad along with her entire family in the city of Gaza. This on the run-up to the hostage swap. And yeah, it's only self-defense, folks. More footage emerges from Gaza amid temporary truce showcasing how Israel has been methodically wiping out as much of the besieged enclave as possible. Totally no war crimes here, folks. No ethnic cleansing, no genocide. There's our tax dollars. We're working at our jobs, exchanging our life hours, very finite, very important life hours for money so they can do this. And remember, they spent all week telling us we wouldn't bomb hospitals. We don't bomb hospitals. Only,
Main entrance to the Indonesian hospital, one of northern Gaza's largest healthcare facilities, now in ruins. Overwhelmed with the number of wounded and facing a severe shortage of medical supplies. Corridors have become wards and surgeons operate on the floor. After Israeli tanks and snipers laid siege to the hospital for days, troops raided it in the early hours of Friday morning before the ceasefire came into effect.
We told them we are civilians. We have children and sick people. We are nurses when they stormed the hospital through the main entrance. They interrogated me with 3 other nurses. They asked me if there is anyone from the resistance here. They asked me about the entrances and the exits of the hospital. We were all panicking and very scared.
The hospital has been out of service for weeks. With the extent of the damage, it's not clear whether it will ever reopen. Witnesses recall the horror of Israeli soldiers' interrogation.
The 4th floor of the hospital was targeted with a missile. They also cut off electricity and solar power. We had 25 people with broken pelvis who can't be moved. They detonated this entrance. They shot the patients inside the building. They searched us one by one and scanned everyone's faces. While interrogating me, I told them that I am a nurse. They took me to this corner and beat me, and asked me so many questions about the hospital, the Israeli captives and hostages, if I know anything about them. Every question was accompanied by a slap. After that they left. We could have gone, but I promised Allah that I will never leave my patients here alone, and that I will be the last one to leave this hospital.
The Committee to Protect Journalists says at least 48 Palestinian journalists have been killed by Israeli fire. Anas al-Sharif is among the few risking their lives to tell the world what is happening in northern Gaza.
The occupation forces have damaged and destroyed big parts of the hospital. There's been major destruction here in the hospital. Even equipment and supplies have been ruined by occupation forces.
No war crimes here, folks. Just bombing hospitals. They're the ones that maimed and injured these people to begin with. And they're just going to, I guess, kill them when they go to the hospitals, too. Why you and I are forced to pay for this by Joe fucking Biden. $250 billion in aid. A huge chunk of it for weapons. I'm about to get into that too. Meanwhile, it almost seems like Israel are a bunch of fucking liars. Yeah, I expect Hamas to be liars. I expect Hamas to be a terrorist organization, but Israel, the government, is also a terrorist organization who is now putting out the worst and most feckless propaganda imaginable. And of course, their mouthpiece, Fox News, Johnny on the spot to help them sell it. But oopsies, got caught here.
This is funny. Fox News is running a very dramatic clip about their reporter being on the spot as brave Israeli soldiers capture a terrorist who tried to infiltrate Israel-controlled territory.
You can see the soldiers. Get down, lay down flat. Lay down totally flat. You can see things are very tense here. There were 2 gunshots, and now they have someone on the ground.
Go back right now.
Very tense right now, as these soldiers appear to be arresting a Palestinian man. They have him in handcuffs right now, and you can see they've blindfolded him, and they are...
Here you can see the man held tight by soldiers, blindfolded, barefoot, wearing grey underpants. Then the scene disappears behind a black background.
Taking him away, you can see here, they're leading him away. They've blindfolded this man, and it appears they have captured yet another militant who entered from the Gaza Strip. It gives you a sense of just how unpredictable all of this is. They don't know where people are hiding, and they could still be in the tree lines here near
But later, the report
border.
seems to accidentally include a shot of grey underpants man who's taken off his blindfold and is putting his clothes back on.
Not handcuffed anymore. Suddenly, nobody around him, nobody holding him, almost like this was completely faked. And Fox News is doing bad acting to sell us war crimes from these fucking liars.
Good, Fox News, not looking good. Now, here's the whole passage without any editing, so you can judge for yourself.
Lay down totally flat. You can see things are very tense here. There were 2 gunshots, and now they have someone on the ground.
Go back right now.
Very tense right now, as these soldiers appear to be arresting a Palestinian man. They have him in handcuffs right now.
It's complete fucking bullshit, liars. Someone said, oh, it's from 5 weeks ago. Get fucked. Oh, from 5 weeks ago? Oh, no longer counts then. I guess they're not lying anymore. They're not doing war crimes because this clip's from 5 weeks ago. You guys, you're so pathetic. Your excuses for this shit is so ridiculous. I mean, you don't do yourself any fucking favors, to be honest with you. It's not working. The propaganda's not working anymore. You're losing the fucking propaganda war because it's ridiculous. And I actually agree with Jink here. They had a hostage swap. The terrorist organization Israel swapped hostages with the terrorist organization Hamas. And you might be wondering, why does Israel have 150 hostages to exchange? Well, they have thousands. They have thousands upon thousands of Palestinian hostages to exchange because they are also a terrorist organization.
Israel's returning hostages, and they're all women and children. Mm-hmm. Why did Israel take women and children as hostages in the first place? And how come nobody ever complained about that? And so what if they return them? Israel can go back and kidnap them the next day. They have all the power in the world. And why do you think Israel every once in a while rounds up Palestinian women and children? So they can keep them as hostages for leverage in situations like this.
And also they want to create terrorists because their ultimate goal is to murder Palestinians, to ethnic cleanse them, to drive them off their land so they can take their land. They just want the land. They just don't want any Arabs to be on the land so they can have all the fucking land. And if they create terrorists, it gives them an excuse to bomb the shit out of them and kill more of them and drive them off their land. It's very simple.
Oh, you'd like to, you took some hostages? You're terrible, Hamas. How dare you do the thing we've been doing all along? Well, we'll go take more. So what? So Israel loses nothing from this. They could take 5 times as many Palestinian hostages the very next day. And the world wouldn't even notice. And America wouldn't complain. Nobody would complain, right? And then one other reason why it's a great deal for Israel is Hamas is not getting a permanent ceasefire. Israel's not withdrawing. They're just going to pause for a couple of days. And they have said in the deal, then we're going to go back to bombing the living crap out of your civilians.
Right.
I'm sorry, I meant Hamas, who I can't get inside the tunnels. So there's no, I can't believe they're going to do this deal. So, but look, I want the hostages released on both sides. So I'm thrilled. Great, take the deal, right? But man, this is an unbelievably good deal for Israel.
Yep, I mean, up to 10,000 hostages, that's what they say. I don't know if that number is correct or not, but literally thousands. And yeah, I can't believe that this made it on CNN. But the dam is busting on the Israeli propaganda. And some truth is actually getting out for once in my lifetime.
Well, Wolf, we weren't allowed to see anything. Israeli authorities blocked off roads, corralled the media into one location, brought the Palestinians in through the back door when they received them, and then only allowed family members to come in very limited single file in individual cars. And there's a reason for that. Because unlike the images of celebration, which you might have seen from Ramallah and the West Bank, here in East Jerusalem, Israeli authorities were better able to enforce the diktat of their far-right national security minister, who has deemed the prisoners released today as terrorists. But not just that, he said any Palestinian who celebrates will themselves be charged as terrorists. I mean, just to break that down a little bit, there is no grounds to call them terrorists because by Israel's own reckoning, those 39 prisoners were 15 minors, 10 of whom were only charged, and 24 women, 23 were detained, not charged, and 10 of the minors were detained, not charged. So it complicates telling this story. So imagine your daughter has come home to you, and you have to hide indoors to express your joy. I want to show you this video, Wolf, of a daughter reuniting with her mother that was sent to us by the family. Take a listen.
Imagine if they kidnap your child and kidnap thousands of children. Imagine what that would make you want to do.
That young lady you see there, the reason, I mean, there's no reason, it's her daughter, but beyond that, she had been arrested at the age of 16, convicted at 17 for 10 years, accused of attempted stabbing. Her family and her lawyer and Israeli and Palestinian rights groups say that this was a miscarriage of justice. Her family had taken this all the way to the Israeli Supreme Court, and her mother had...
Yeah, but they could just kidnap you and detain you forever. And they have laws that allow them to do it.
Deanna, you're telling me that 150 of the people that are going to be released in exchange have not had any judicial oversight, have never been dealt with through the Israeli judicial system?
Many of them, indeed. There is a system inside Israel that's called administrative detention. And what it is that a person can be picked up and held without charge, without trial, for as much as 6 months, and their detention renewed every 6 months indefinitely. Many of the people who we've seen on the list, and they have been releasing these lists, are people who are in these conditions as well. I think it's very important for us to recognize that unfortunately the only system that has worked in order to get people to be released is international pressure. And there has been no international pressure brought to bear on Israel for all of these years that it's maintained this military occupation.
It's so fucking depressing. But we have two terrorist organizations, not just one. And during the ceasefire, immediately, they're breaking it, of course. Both sides are, but Israel breaking. Dr. Shamika Abu al-Rab was shot dead in a raid this morning by Israeli forces on the West Bank. And during the ceasefire in Gaza, they're killing doctors in the West Bank. They're the good guys, folks. You and I paid for this. And Joe Biden wants you to know, no ceasefire, y'all. He don't give a shit. About to show you. Took all the restrictions on weapons that we're going to send Israel off, completely off. We're getting there. Meanwhile, footage has emerged of Israel violating the truce today. Only an hour into it, Israel forces opened fire on Palestinians returning to their homes, killing 2 because they don't want them to return to their homes. The entire point of all of this was to bomb them off of their property, to bomb them off of their land, and returning is not an option. The whole point of this is to steal your land. Yeah, there's a ceasefire. You guys are not returning home. The United States is going to ensure they have everything they need to take your shit, just like America has always done. Kill you and take everything you have. The American fucking way. While these assholes defend Joe Biden to me. Tell me he's not a war criminal. Tell me he's doing a good job. Tell me he's holding Israel accountable. Fuck y'all. Literally forcing us to pay for war crimes. Gonna fucking defend this shit to me. And these are the kind of people that were imprisoned over there. They don't even want to call them children. They want to call them male teenagers. That's the new buzzword to keep from calling the Palestinians that they're releasing teenage children. But yeah, when you kidnap them when they're children and then you hold them for fucking years, yeah, they're not going to be little kids anymore. Ahmad al-Mazari, abducted by the Israeli occupation at the age of 12, has endured solitary confinement despite his severe health condition. Hundreds of Palestinians remain detained, suffering in Israeli jails. Yeah, here's in 2015. And they picked him up, 2023. Super cool. They're the good guys, y'all. Meanwhile, the 16-year-old boy, Mohammed Riyad Salah, was waiting outside an occupation jail to receive released captives from the truce deal when Israeli forces shot him and killed him. Because if you celebrate out in public in any way the release of these hostages, you're a terrorist, and they give themselves the right to kill you. We have a far-right terrorist organization that has completely taken over the Israeli government, and we are funding them with Joe Biden's permission, with Joe Biden leading the fucking charge. This fucking monstrous ghoul with his beady little fucking eyes. I can't abide, folks. Like, I'm almost, if it wasn't the alternative being Donald Trump, I would definitely renounce being Democrat, and I sort of am now because I've been dealing with so many psychopathic Democrats these days who could literally not give a fucking shit about the 5,000 murdered children, who could not give a fucking shit about the war crimes, about the ethnic cleansing, who are telling me Joe Biden's doing a good goddamn job, who I don't want to be associated with in any fucking way. I am not one of you. I am not a part of this. I'm not with these assholes. Meanwhile, like, I don't want to shit on this guy too much. This Israeli dad recounted the relief when he was told his daughter died. He said good. He was happy that his daughter was dead because he believes that all the Palestinians, all Hamas, are just these rabid dogs who would just rape her and torture her. Although it didn't seem like that's what happened. It seemed like they were, I guess, treated as, I'm not saying treat, I don't want to say treated well. That's what the news is reporting. You're hostages. How well could you have been treated? But it doesn't look like the majority of them were raped and tortured. I don't want to fucking give any credit to Hamas, though, because they fucking kidnap people and kill people, right? But he got his daughter back, which is good. But it's going to be an awkward conversation when she finds out years later that he said that he was glad she was dead, even though she wasn't. And some good footage. Here's a little Israeli boy. Released, runs into his father's arm. I'm glad to see. Obviously, I'm glad to see this. Very good that hostages were released on both sides, in my opinion. That both these terrorist organizations released some of their hostages. Meanwhile, here's some of the testimony that's gotten out from the Israeli hostages, apparently. Says, the stories match the stories of UC Lefish. They entered a very long tunnel, many kilometers. Some of them on bikes, others on foot. And this was probably towards the area of the Khan Yunis hospital. And there, most of the time, they were held together. They said they were not harmed or humiliated. They were not tortured. There was not much food. We saw they lost some weight. Hamas tried to provide their needed medications every day. Some days medications could not be provided, but Hamas tried to provide the medications every day, but couldn't always succeed at that. They said that most of them were, anyway, basically the gist of it is they weren't raped and tortured, most of them, but like their friends and family were killed in front of them and shit. Some of them were shot. So once again, I don't want to make it seem like they were treated well or great or anything from these fucking terrorists who kidnapped them. Meanwhile, here's what Israeli spy Jonathan Pollard is publicly saying on Israeli television about the hostages. These are his own people who were taken hostage. Here's what he's saying about it.
Declared war. The first thing that the government should have done was declare a state of national emergency and told all of the hostage families, you will keep your mouths shut or we will shut them for you. You will not interfere in our management of this war. You will not be used by the international community or by our own leftists who managed the Shalit deal as a weapon against us. And if that means imprisoning to silence certain members of the hostage families, then so be it. We're in a state of war. I was dead set against turning all these posters out were kidnapped with all these pictures of these poor people that were kidnapped. Why? Because each one of them was a poison dart at our ability to.
Yeah, if you got your loved one kidnapped and you're trying to get them back, you better shut your fucking mouth. If you don't want us bombing the shit out of everybody, which definitely just makes them less safe. If you don't want us torturing the people we've kidnapped and bragging about it publicly because it makes them less safe, better keep your fucking mouth shut. We'll put you in prison if you want to get your loved one back in one piece. Just these far-right terrorists have taken over the goddamn government, and we are being forced to fund them by psychopath, war criminal, child murderer Joe Biden, who people continuously tell me, oh, you gotta support him, Dusty, because the alternative is worse. Hey, we're gonna lose democracy if you don't support this child murdering sack of shit. Well, if that's my only choice, maybe we've already lost democracy. I'm tired of this lesser of two evils bullshit. When one of the lessers of two evils forced me to pay for the murder of 6,000 children. Meanwhile, here's how the propaganda war's being played. BBC refuses to even call Palestinian children, folks. This word game they're playing to make it look like one side is less worthy of our sympathy than the other.
So if it holds, it's expected to see the release of 50 Israeli women and children being held hostage in Gaza by Hamas, a group designated as a terror organization by many Western governments, over the next 4 days. We know that in return, 150 Palestinians, women and teenage boys will be...
Yeah, when it's Israel, it's women and children. When it's Palestinians, it's women and teenage boys. Specifically speaking this language, so that anybody that hears it thinks, oh, teenage boys? Oh, well, they're probably terrorists. They're dangerous, picking up weapons and shit. It's very obvious propaganda language to skew the way you think about this from the BBC. Not the only one of the BBC spreading this propaganda with a straight face, despite what we're seeing with our own eyes, saying shit like this.
Now, during this time period, we're expecting to have batches of Palestinian prisoners held in Israeli jails. They are women and also teenage males.
Yeah, they're women and teenage males. Can't say children, folks. Would hate for you to think that Israel is kidnapping children, which they fucking are. And then this kind of bullshit.
As far as I'm aware, we've always said that Israel should abide by international law, and that appears to be what they have done.
They have not. Why is every time people in the UN bringing up Israel on charges of war crimes and violating international law, the United States vetoes it? Because you know they're not. Because we see it with our own fucking eyes that they're not. Do not fucking shit in my mouth and tell me it's pumpkin pie, bitch.
So we want to make sure that there is not a case at all for there to be any scenario where Israel is under criticism for breaking international law. As far as I'm aware, that has not happened. It looks like they have taken great pains to make sure that they're staying within the confines of the law. We applaud them for that. We want to make sure that this crisis is brought to an end as quickly as possible.
Yeah, you're doing such a good job, Israel. Definitely not breaking international law. It's fine to kidnap children, to murder 6,000 of them. Totally fine. No problem here. We applaud you. We applaud how well you're doing by your restraint. Because you could have killed 1 million children or whatever if you wanted to, but you did. You only killed 6,000. Kudos to you, Israel. Fuck the BBC. Fuck everybody involved in this goddamn bullshit. Meanwhile, heartbreaking and heartwarming at the same time. Mostly just heartbreaking, y'all. This kind of shit. There are no sounds of Israeli jets. It's a kid celebrating the momentary ceasefire because for once he is not terrified of being killed. Probably will be. Wouldn't be surprised. Can you hear? There's a ceasefire. I got so happy when I heard about the ceasefire. But the ceasefire is temporary. Only 4 days. I pray to God during the ceasefire, things will be worked out and there will be a permanent ceasefire. I swear life is beautiful this way, without the sounds of the Israeli drone. I got so happy. I swear I got so happy. I guess he's a terrorist, though. I guess when he gets killed, when Joe Biden forces me to kill this kid, you sacks of goddamn Joe Biden supporting shit will tell me I should still support him because the alternative is Trump. I guess you'll fucking tell me that he's doing a good job. I don't know how not to scream at you. I don't know how to fucking not rage at you. Meanwhile, Elon Musk going on a desperation tour. Yeah, he's lost most of the large advertisers on X/Twitter because of his anti-Semitic remarks. So he's decided to go bend the knee to Israel. Show Israel, I will suck your fucking dick. Please, please send the message to my advertisers that I'm not anti-Semitic so they'll come back. All he cares about is fucking money. Think Elon Musk gives a shit about Palestinians or Israelis in any fucking way? Of course he doesn't. But he's going to meet with this fucking war criminal. And the war criminal, more than happy to meet with this complete dipshit. A guy that has no business being there. What the fuck does Elon Musk have to do with any of this? Except that he's rich as fuck. And he owns Twitter. And they want him to censor Twitter. They want him to censor pro-Palestinians on Twitter. So he's more than willing to do it as long as the advertisers return. Anything it takes to make a fucking buck. Going through the goddamn motions. Knowing he don't give a fucking shit. Look at this goddamn dirtbag. This gut hanging out. This fucking stupid goddamn vest on. Taking pictures. This fucking skinny jeans. The douchiest cunt I've ever fucking seen next to a war criminal. And then Israel telling Elon Musk that Starlink can only operate in Gaza with its approval. Yeah. Isn't that great? Gazans don't have any right to govern themselves, to choose what they want for themselves. They don't have any right to information, to the internet. Israel's in charge of what you see. Israel rules you. Israel is your Lord and fucking Savior. And even Elon Musk must bow the knee, must bend the knee, must kiss the ass. And he doing it. They're smooching fucking away. And I guarantee you they didn't take him to the mass graves. I guarantee you he didn't ask to go. I guarantee you he ain't gonna call him out for it. All he gonna do is suck that dick to try to prove he's not anti-Semitic. All about fucking money. Meanwhile, I agree. It's like we're witnessing a mass insanity event. Please post this on your profile and tag Greta. Greta Thunberg supports ISIS. Literally because she doesn't want Palestinian children to be killed. Gonna call her a terrorist supporter, folks. This is the level of their propaganda now. How desperate they are. It is fucking pathetic. You're losing, Israel. Now we have the internet. Now we can see with our own eyes your crimes. Now we can see with our own eyes you're a terrorist organization. Can see right the fuck through you. This is how crazy it's getting, folks. Dunkin' Donuts pulls ad featuring Rachel Ray in a scarf that looks too Arab. Dunkin' Donuts pulls ad featuring Rachel Ray in a scarf that looks too Arab. Look at this shit. Terrorist in April, Rachel Ray in her keffiyeh. She's wearing a fucking scarf, y'all. You can't even wear scarves these days. Scarves are off fucking limits, or you're a terrorist sympathizer, according to this ridiculous, desperate propaganda put out by pro-Israelis. Meanwhile, in America, 3 young Palestinian men got shot while they were out taking a walk because they were wearing these scarves. You can't wear a scarf anymore like this in America, or you're going to get murdered. They're going to kill you. They didn't die, but they got shot by this Christian fucking terrorist, Jason J. Eaton. Blue-eyed, blonde, psycho sack of shit. 48-year-old scumbag in Vermont who was arrested for shooting 3 young Palestinian men. His mother says that he is a very religious person. I'm sure, like me, was taught from the very day he was born that Israel are God's chosen people and that we must protect them at all costs, even above our own country. This propaganda fed to all evangelicals when we were kids. Grew up on this shit. Another white blonde lady telling us that we are terrorists, that we are terrorist sympathizers, that we are need to be, I guess, punched or bullied if we don't want Palestinian children to be killed.
If anybody writes anything about Palestine, kick their asses. By the way, the people that are sympathizing with Palestine right now literally rot in hell. Like, literally rot in hell. No, I've never visited Palestine because it doesn't exist. I've only ever been to the Jewish homeland of Israel. I don't show me Palestine on a map because it doesn't exist. I don't know. It's a sticky subject. The innocent Palestinians, there's no such thing as a Palestine. It's complicated. Also, Palestine doesn't exist, so you're not Palestinian. You can't be born in Palestine. I don't know. What do you guys think? Should I post this, by the way, after? I'm going to go now so I can relax.
Yeah, no, you should have posted this. You absolutely shouldn't, but you did. So get fucked. Blonde cunt. Meanwhile, a lot of really good Jewish people speaking out against this bullshit. A lot of good ones. The far-right Israeli government incredibly unpopular with Jewish people.
No one on earth.
First off, look at this chick. Another white chick with gray eyes.
No one on earth has lived in Israel as long as we Jews have.
This is why I say that Israel and Zionism are not Jewish. They are completely and utterly secular. Whether you are Jewish, Muslim, or Christian, you can trace the beginnings of your religion back to Abraham. Abraham emigrated to what we now call Palestine from what we now call Iraq. He was an Arab. Abraham had a son named Isaac, who then had a son named Jacob. Jacob is who the 12 tribes of Israel are descended from. You cannot claim that the Jews were in Palestine before the Arabs when literally your own holy book tells you that you are descended from an Iraqi Arab man. Unless, of course, the holy teachings, the holy writings are not of much consequence to you, and really you're just interested in creating a white European nation state in the middle of the Arab world.
And that's exactly what's happening, folks. And I still think atheists have the most right to that land, because before those religions were created, there were pagans, people that didn't believe in fucking anything. My people have more of a right to that land if we're going by who was there the longest. Just saying. Where's an atheist state? Why are atheists the only people that are not allowed to have their own state? Why am I not allowed to have statehood? Are you trying to deny me my statehood? Better get off my land, Israel. Meanwhile, I guess this is true. If it turns out not to be true, I will report on it. But it's been reported that Whoopi Goldberg went on the Bill Maher show, and Bill Maher kicked her off the show. Whoopi Goldberg made her first appearance on Bill Maher's show in more than 15 years, and it did not go well. According to producers, Goldberg broke out into an anti-Israeli rant that infuriated the host and got her tossed under 5 minutes flat. You need professional help, said Maher. You're unhinged and shouldn't have a public presence. You're dangerous, and I'd like you to leave my show. Goldberg stomped off the set screaming profanities, promising to ruin Maher on her own show. Maher says the segment will never see the light of day. It is too disgusting, he said. My fans don't need to see that. Yeah, free speech. Totally cool. Silence any opposition. And that's what's happening all over the place. If you dare speak out, folks. Talking about cancel culture. Meanwhile, joining Bill Maher, Destiny. Yeah, super cool Destiny, letting himself become a mouthpiece for anti-Palestinian, pro-Israeli talking points. Most people don't bother to read or think deeply. Israel discovers surprising supports on the internet. Discussions on the net are divided into good versus bad. Yeah, the one killing 5,000 children, part of the bad, right up there with Hamas. Against all this stands Destiny, a popular stringer that works for a more complex discourse and supports Israel. An edgelord who will literally say anything to make a fucking buck. A soulless cretin who doesn't actually give a shit about any of this. He just wants to be a contrarian. Literally garbage human. And also on the same team as Destiny, John Lovitz. Showing what a piece of garbage he is, John Lovitz says, it's a war, not genocide. Ooh, yeah, well, that excuses the murder of over 5,000 children. The IDF could wipe out all of Gaza in 2 seconds. They're trying pretty hard. They're dropping a shitload of bombs, dude. Yeah, I guess they could nuke the place, but then it would contaminate the land for 100,000 years, which they want to occupy. How about you condemn Hamas? I condemn both terrorist organizations. Do you? No, you don't. You support one of the terrorist organizations. I'm the one that condemns both of them. You terrorist sack of shit. Demand a return of the hostages. All right, I demand a return of all the hostages. Do you? Do you? I demand the return of the hostages Hamas took and the hostages Israel took. Do you? No, you don't. Recognize Israel's right to exist. Shh. Okay, I recognize Israel's right to exist, but not on that particular geography. I don't recognize any right for Israel based on any kind of ancient fiction to own a particular piece of real estate. I think they should come to America. You can come exist in America. And then live peacefully. Yeah, you might want to tell Israel that, dude. Israelis would help you build your democratic country so you could be mutually beneficial to each other. Yeah, they've done a great job of that, right? I have Palestinian friends, as do many Israelis. I wish you only peace while you support their genocide, while you excuse it, cover for it. Talentless fucking John Lovitz. Meanwhile, surprising heroes rise among us, like Gigi Hadid, who nails it when she says, Israel sees any Palestinian as a terrorist, any person supporting Palestinian rights as an anti-Semite, and any Jew that is opposed to the government's actions as self-hating, even telling them to denounce their Judaism. So everyone's lying and wrong except Israel? If it wasn't so evil and disturbing, it would be comedic. But it's not. Even comedians like John Lovitz feeding into this fucking evil. That's the goddamn trash planet we find ourselves in. It. Meanwhile, some good news, I guess. Remember this amazing sack of shit, former employee of Obama, working for the Secretary of State with the Israel-Palestinian relations, who demonically threatened an Egyptian food truck worker to have his father tortured and have his fingernails torn out, and declared that 4,000 dead Palestinian children wasn't enough. Well, he's been arrested for a hate crime.
Community about your remarks.
And look at him grin. Look at this demonic fucking evil grin on his face. Still smiling, folks.
What do you want to say to the Muslim community about your remarks, Stuart?
He couldn't give a shit less. Rotten to the core of his soul. Still fucking grinning and smirking, laughing at us while we're forced to pay for the genocide of the Palestinian people. And then, of course, he got out there and lied his ass off. We've seen the fucking footage. We know that the food truck worker he was threatening was just trying to get him to go away so he could do his fucking job. But, of course, no responsibility can be taken by these evil sacks of shit. So here he is lying. Hopefully he gets sued to try to justify his evil towards the food truck worker.
This whole thing started when I innocently asked him if he was Egyptian. He said yes.
He was so innocent. I'm innocent, y'all. I didn't do nothing wrong. I'm the victim here.
I said, this must be a tough time to be an Egyptian in New York because of everything that, and he said, why is that? And I said, well, because of all the stuff that's going on in Gaza and in Israel. And he said, no, it doesn't cause me any problem. because I fully support what Hamas did. I think what they did was fine. It's not an issue for me, and it doesn't cause me any problem. I said, you mean you're okay with the raping of women, the killing of children, the taking of hostages, and the killing of 1,200 people in Israel? And he said, yes, it was all for Palestine. And
bullshit?
Bullshit? Yeah.
Bullshit?
Bullshit? That never fucking happened? Bullshit. You are a goddamn liar? 100,000% that never fucking happened. Holy God. Just pure fucking evil. You know that didn't happen, you sack of shit. God damn it. The nerve. And at least some heroes turned out to support the Egyptian food truck. New Yorkers are lining up at 83rd and 2nd to buy chicken over rice to support Mohammed Hussein, the street vendor who was harassed by Islamophobic former U.S. State Department official Stuart Sadowitz. You gotta love this city. I mean, I'm gonna love pieces of shit like this being in the city, but I love the fact that people are actually standing up for what's right and trying to help this guy. Good on you. Meanwhile, at this anti-Zionist protest, pro-Israeli demonstrators are seemingly chanting Nazi slogans.
Judenrat, that is literally a Nazi saying. We've now got people shouting Judenrat. The cops are doing absolutely nothing, despite this man here literally saying Judenrat, which this officer should know if they went to school is a word that the literal Nazis used.
So the reason I showed you that was just to show you it seems like there might be sort of a double standard here. Here they are arresting 2 pro-Palestinian women for having a sign in which they cannot read. They don't know what it says, but they're arresting them anyway for, I guess, spreading hate.
But police on alert. 2 women were pulled over by officers and asked to translate their banners.
The best translation would be, who will roll up the sleeves for heaven?
But without an independent interpreter on the ground, police asked the women to wait. This is an example of the difficult balancing act police have, allowing free speech, but not allowing anything that incites hatred or promotes terrorism. After several minutes of confusion, they arrested them.
You're under arrest on suspicion in Section 4A religious, Section 4A aggravated public order.
How can you arrest us for something you
don't
know what it means, though?
They were taken to a police station for questioning.
Super cool,
Back
you
on
good?
the main march, demonstrators...
Yeah, we don't know what the sign says. We're going to arrest you anyway. Why wouldn't we? You're pro-Palestinian. Arrest them. But hey, when pro-Israeli people chanting Nazi slogans, what? I don't hear nothing. What? Meanwhile, folks, here's how to handle these pieces of shit who ask you, what about October 7th?
You keep saying, what about October 7th? What about October 7th? What about October 8th? What about October 9th? What about October 10th? What about October 11th? What about October 12th? What about October 13th? What about October 14th? What about October 15th? What about October 16th? What about October 17th? What about October 18th? What about October 19th? What about October 20th? What about October 21st? What about October 22nd? Let me finish the question. Let me finish answering. What about October 23rd? What about October 24th? What about October 25th? What about October 26th? What about October 27th? What about October 28th? What about
Thank you
October
for your
20th?
time. Yeah, run away. I don't blame you. It's exactly how you fucking answer that question. What about all the dates on the calendar? But meanwhile, folks, massive protests are erupting everywhere. This is 50 days into this attack, into the bombing of Gaza. And still, 300,000 marching in the streets of London calling for a permanent ceasefire. Still amazing support. There are more of us than there are of them. It's just sacks of shit like Joe Biden forcing us against our will to fund and support this. Absolutely massive protest happening in Yemen right now. Look at the hundreds of thousands standing up for justice, standing up for the Palestinian people. Even on Fox, heroes doing quick switcheroos to get the message out.
Thank you so much. We have more info on Dark Alinos on our website, fox13seattle.com/studio13live.
So delicious. Thank you, Ryan.
Ceasefire, protect the people.
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay. Coming up. Yeah, cut. Yeah. Good on you, dudes. This should happen fucking everywhere. And then let's get into Joe Biden, folks. I do not think Joe Biden can win the presidency. That is my honest opinion on it. He has lost the youth vote. Donald Trump now has a higher percentage of the youth vote than Joe Biden does. That's how dire the situation has gotten, folks. He needs the youth vote. He needs the minority vote, and he's fucking lost them. They've abandoned him. So yes, if you don't want a Trump presidency, now, a year out for the presidency, is the time to put pressure on Joe Biden to retire, to remove himself from the race, so somebody who can actually beat Donald Trump can be put in position to do so. If you don't want to see democracy end, now is the time to stand up and speak out against Joe Biden. Not at the last minute, now, a year out. And he's hearing it every fucking where he goes, folks. Genocide Joe, getting the business. Here he is outside his holiday getaway in Nantucket. Look at this grinning fucking ghoul who's forced us to pay for the murder of 5,000 children. Just, yeah, little beady fucking eyed demon. You hear it, Biden? You hear it? Everywhere you go. Here he is, his little Thanksgiving visit.
All right, y'all, we're going to keep moving. We're going to keep moving. Come on, everybody. Keep moving.
You hear it, Joe? He could not give a shit less. He knows he's lost the people. He's lost his own voters. He does not care. His loyalty is not with our country. A literal ghoul. This is the man you guys want me to vote for.
If we look at the Middle East, I think it's about time we stop, those of us who support, as most of us do, Israel in this body, for apologizing for our support for Israel. There's no apology to be made. None. It is the best $3 billion investment we make. Were there not an Israel, the United States of America would have to invent an Israel to protect her interest in the region.
It's exactly what they see Israel as. Israel is a weapon to be used against the Muslims. They're like an attack ship that we have to fund regardless of what the fuck they do. Case in point, Joe Biden moves to lift nearly every restriction on Israel's access to U.S. weapons stockpile, folks. The White House has requested the removal of restrictions on all categories of weapons and ammunition Israel is allowed to access from U.S. weapons stockpiles stored in Israel itself. The move to lift restriction was included in the White House's supplemental budget request sent to the Senate on October 20th. This request would, the proposal budget says, allow for the transfer of all categories of defense articles. The request pertains to little-known weapon stockpiles in Israel that the Pentagon established for use in regional conflicts, but Israel has been permitted to access in limited circumstances, the very limits President Joe Biden is seeking to remove. If enacted, the amendments would create a two-step around restriction on U.S. weapons transferred to Israel, said Joe Shapiro, a legal fellow with the Center for Civilian in Conflict. Created in the 1980s to supply the U.S. in case of a regional war, the War Reserve Stockpile Allies Israel, or WRSAI, is the largest node in a network of what are effectively foreign U.S. weapon caches. Highly regulated for security, the stockpiles are governed by a set of strict requirements. Under circumstances laid out in the requirements, Israel has been able to draw on the stockpile, purchasing the weapons at little cost if it uses the effective subsidy of U.S. military aid. With the WRSAI, Biden is looking to lift virtually all the meaningful restrictions on the stockpile and the transfer of its arms to Israel, with plans to remove limitations to obsolete or surplus weapons, waive an annual spending cap on replenishing the stockpile, remove weapons-specific restrictions, and curtail congressional oversight. All of the changes in Biden budget plan would be permanent except for lifting the spending cap, which is limited to 2024 fiscal year. The changes would come in an arms trade relationship that is already shrouded in secrecy, as The Intercept recently reported, whereas the administration has provided pages of detailed lists of weapons provided to Ukraine, for instance, its discourse about arms provided to Israel could fit in a single short sentence. Last week, Bloomberg obtained a leaked list of weapons provided to Israel, revealing that they included thousands of Hellfire missiles, the same kind being extensively used by Israel in Gaza. Yep. Tell me more sacks of shit about what a great job Joe Biden is doing holding Israel accountable, twisting their arm to make sure they don't bomb innocent children, literally hiding it, lifting all restrictions, forcing you and I to pay for this goddamn genocide, pay for this ethnic cleansing, this goddamn monster. Unelectable in my opinion. I could be wrong. Maybe Donald Trump's court cases will hurt his chances, but it ain't fucking looking like it. And here we go from Genocide, Joe with love. Yep. Bombing the shit out of them. 6,000 dead children. Good old Genocide Joe, U.S. taxpayer money, you and me paying to murder all these people, paying to bomb hospitals, paying for this terror. Meanwhile, the polls are getting worse and worse. President Joe Biden poll numbers keep getting worse. November started with New York Times, college polls showing Trump ahead in 4 of the 6 swing states, but more indicators of Biden's electoral peril soon follow. The president's standing in head-to-head matchups with Trump is falling. Among the latest surveys this month from 13 separate pollsters, Biden's position is worse than their previous polls in all but 2 of them. And while polls suggest most of the movement comes from voters abandoning Biden, who might become undecided but not swing to support Trump, the Republican has also started to gain steam. Trump vote share in the national polling average is higher now than at any point in the past year. The state level data are just as striking. In addition to those New York Times Siena polls, within the last week and a half, other surveys have shown Trump ahead by 8 points in Arizona and 5 points in Michigan. Biden's recent slide and his political predicament show some 11 months before Election Day represent a confluence of slippage with reliable Democratic constituencies like young voters, the outbreak of a war in the Middle East, and the rise of independent and third-party candidates who could siphon votes from both Biden and Trump. Biden is losing young voters. The week's NBC News poll had a stunning result. Trump led Biden among voters younger than 35, 46% to 42%. The exact Democratic Biden needs to win. He is currently unfucking electable. We have to get this motherfucker out of there. Put somebody in who can beat Donald Trump. We're talking about the end of goddamn democracy if we stick our head in the fucking sand and pretend like this genocidal motherfucker is our best option to beat Trump. He's not. We have to act now. AOC's old enough to run. Hell, Gavin Newsom would be better. Bernie Sanders. Fuck The Rock. Arnold Schwarzenegger. I don't give a fuck. Anybody who can save our democracy, because this motherfucker ain't it. He has lost the faith of the people. He has lost the youth vote. We can't sit idly by and let democracy be stolen because we want to fucking support Joe Biden. And he knows he's losing. He knows we've abandoned him, folks. And he don't care. If you don't believe me, just listen to him.
I suspect if we polled the room, many of us would probably ask some version of the following question. Okay. Given the president's sagging poll numbers and the fact that he is currently placing behind any Republican opponent, has there been any talk in this White House about a change in strategy or staffing going forward in reflection of those numbers to continue to show him underwater?
No.
No. Why would we? Yeah, we're losing. We've all seen other polls. We know why we're losing. We know that our fucking unwavering support of Israel, the secret giving them all the weapons they want, the murder of 5,000 children is destroying his chances. We know if Trump gets elected, he's going to destroy democracy. We don't care. We're not going to change. We don't give a fuck. Yeah, fuck all y'all. We don't answer to you. Who cares, right? They're telling you right to your fucking face. They don't give a shit. And seriously, why are my tax dollars going to goddamn apartheid Israel? It's exactly like this. Guess who's paying tax to the other? On the right, you have Americans, student loan debt, most expensive healthcare in the system, 577,000 homeless, highest rate of depression in the world. Meanwhile, over in Israel, the ones we're paying free education. We're paying their education, free healthcare. $256 billion we've given them. They have a fraction of the homeless. Sixth happiest nation. We are twice as likely to be murdered as they are. Why the fuck we funding them? Why ain't they funding us? None of this shit makes any goddamn sense. And if you're wondering what happened to John Fetterman, why John Fetterman sold us all out, why John Fetterman loves Israel more than he loves fucking America. Wonder what happened to John Fetterman? He let the pro-Israeli lobby edit his Israeli-Palestine position in exchange for not nuking him with a super PAC. John Fetterman was locked in what threatened to be a tight primary race with Representative Connor Lamb for a Senate nomination, and Lamb's campaign was openly pleading for super PAC support to put him over the top. Early in the year, Jewish Insider reported Melman had reached out to Fetterman with questions about his position on Israel. He's never come out and said that he's not a supporter of Israel, but the perception is that he aligns with the squad more than anything else, Democratic activist Brett Goldman told the news outlet. Melman said the Fetterman campaign responded to his inquiry and came with an interest in learning about the issues. Following the meeting, the campaign reached out. Then they sent us a position paper, which we thought was very strong, Melman said. But it wasn't quite strong enough. Jewish Insider reported that the DMFI emailed back some comments on the paper, which Fetterman was receptive to addressing in a second draft. In April, Fetterman agreed to do an interview with Jewish Insider. I want to go out of my way to make sure that it's absolutely clear that the views that I hold in no way go along with the lines of some of the more fringe or extreme wings of our party, he said. I would also respectfully say that I'm not really a progressive in that sense. Fetterman, unprompted, stressed that there should be zero conditions on military aid to Israel, that BDS was wrong, and so on. Let me just say this, even if I'm asked or not, I was dismayed by the Iron Dome vote, he added. DMFI and AIPAC stayed out of his race. Yep, he sold out, folks. He sold us out. He did whatever it takes to obtain power. And that's why we're seeing what we fucking seeing. From this goddamn piece of fucking trash. Stroke a race. Fuck off. And that's my Palestinian coverage for tonight. People told me I was wrong about Fetterman. I was wrong about Fetterman. Unfortunately. But he showed me who he is. And I see ya. Yeah, AIPAC controls a lot of Democratic candidates. Yep. No one else they control is David A. Pacman. David Pacman been so fucking shameful. Sold out every goddamn possible way. Weasel ass. He's the new weasel. Weasel David Pacman. Kyle Kalinski's absolved. The new weasel, David fucking Pacman. Fuck you, David Pacman. And all right, folks. Last chance to get your super chats in. I'm going to do a couple quick palate cleansers. If it's possible to cleanse you, prepare to be cleansed, my children. This is actually super fucking cool. I don't know if this is old or not. I'm just going to say it. Fuck it is. I don't give a shit. I wish I had something like this as a kid. Technology, you got to love it. I don't know where this is at.
Santa's Elevator Express.
Santa's Elevator Express. This is super fucking cool, though. The way they have, like, the screens on the wall to make them feel like they're moving. They can feel like they're actually going to see Santa.
You guys press the green button there.
You're gonna press the green, but wait, when he closes the door.
And then when you guys arrive, you can press the door on the other side.
Okay, thank you. Thank you.
Ready?
Makes them seem like they're going somewhere where they're really not going anywhere. Press the button. There we go.
We're going.
Here we go. It's magical. You're going up, even though you ain't even moving.
Yeah.
Shit like that's magical to children, though.
Oh, look, Mom.
I would like to go on that. That's fucking badass. I like to see kids happy. Much better than seeing them fucking killed.
We are.
That's super cool. Going through a little magical portal into the North Pole.
Yes, we are. Whoa. Uh-oh.
Almost there.
I think that's Santa's house.
Santa's workshop. You're there. You made it. Even though you didn't actually go anywhere.
Ring the doorbell.
Ring the doorbell. Can't reach it. You should have made it lower for kids. What are they thinking? I guess it's not aesthetic if it's not high. It's gonna happen. Open the door. It's gonna be. Hello, you made it.
Who is
Ah, there. It's a big chair. Go say hello, little fella.
Hi.
Go run over. Yay, Santa! Childhood joy. Gotta love it. Hell yeah, that's the way it should be. All children should experience that kind of joy and happiness. Not be in a fucking war zone that I'm paid to... I'm fucking forced to pay for. Anyway, and then last but not least, this bird playing peekaboo. I don't think the cat wants to play peekaboo. I think the cat wants to play Eat-a You, but still super cute. Peekaboo, what? Peekaboo.
This week, we're in Lancashire, with a mum desperate to turn the tide in her
Can't kill me. Got a window in your way.
shopping and spending.
Peekaboo.
We are the Allison family.
Cute as shit. Hell yeah. Love to see it. Hope you guys felt a little bit better. And folks, feel free to join me tonight on the after party, available to all my patrons and dust buddies. Got lots of stuff to cover. We're going to cover Tizzy's latest. A new AI song has been released, and it's awful. You're not going to want to miss it. All kinds of stuff. Look at all this. I have all this still to cover. So at least another 20 minutes of show. Join me on the after party beginning right now after this show. I would appreciate it. If you bail out, please hit the like button before you go. Thank you in advance. Tell your friends about the show. Subscribe, all of that stuff. BBC on $20 just in time. Thank you, BBC. You are amazing. Pid Hanjink. I think you told me how to say that before, but I am dumb. Keep up the good humanitarian work. What about Jesse Ventura instead of Biden? Anybody. Jesse Ventura, sure. You know why I like Jesse Ventura? Because he ain't got time to bleed. Destiny called Husan terrorist. What's wrong with him? He's an edgelord who will literally do anything for fucking money. Has no integrity whatsoever. And Dower Panda, 10 Cult Plus memberships. Hell yeah. All of you guys better show up tonight at the after party and give Dower Panda your love. They deserve it. Genocide Joe cannot get my vote after allowing this bombing. I mean, we'll see what happens a year from now when it comes closer to time. You know, who knows? But right now we need to press for him not to be the candidate. 100%. I do not think he is electable. I could be wrong. I'm not a soothsayer. I've been wrong before. Maybe he'll win. Maybe he's the best candidate. I just don't fucking see it at this point. And I do not want Donald Trump to win because I do not want democracy to be destroyed. So maybe we should fucking get off our ass and try to pressure him to fucking quit. AOC is my pick. The problem is that both sides are voting for supporting Israel. That's true. You know, the one thing I can say about Donald Trump, I'm not supporting Donald Trump. I don't want Donald Trump to be our president. But, and I do think he probably would have funded the murder of the 6,000 children, but he didn't. And Joe Biden did. And the thing is, like, the thing about Donald Trump is, of the two, between Joe Biden and Donald Trump, who would be more likely to stand up to Israel? It is Donald Trump. And the reason I say that is, if Donald Trump got polling that supporting Israel was hurting him, he would 100% turn against Israel. He would demand they do whatever it took to make him look better. And then if Bibi didn't do it, because everything is about Donald Trump and his ego, he would say, fuck y'all. I'm going to do whatever I want to do. Donald Trump's going to do whatever he wants to do to make him seem like the big, bad daddy boss, regardless of who he has to fuck over. So in that way, he probably would be more likely to stand up. But once again, not voting for Donald Trump, he will destroy democracy. No. But of the two, perhaps he would be more likely to stand up than Joe Biden's shameful ass. Free Palestine, hell yeah, free Palestine, UA. Jason asked me, Israel is an apartheid state. They are. Palestinians do not have the same rights. They do not. They live under a curfew behind locked gates and cannot use public transit. Free Palestine now. I was watching a video where on their open air markets, they had to put screens about the open air markets because the Israeli sellers throw garbage over there at them. Literally treat them like animals. And more Cold Blessing memberships from Darapana. Thank you, Darapana. You rock. Kitty party. We're going to do the kitty party right now, Maximus, in your honor. And all right. Anything else pop up? No, it didn't. Thank you, BBC. Appreciate you. And tonight's treats come directly from BBC. And the cats know what's up. You know what's up, don't ya? Yeah. All right. Folks, join me on the after party happening right now. I'm going to play, I guess I'll play Wobble Wobble again. I don't have anything else fucking loaded up. I guess I don't even have to play no fucking music. We don't need no music. I need to go find my kitty party song off the goddamn web, but I have not done it yet. Dusty lazy. I haven't even uploaded any of my audio only versions of the show to SoundCloud in like over a month. Been really lazy about that. So you guys who have been waiting for me to do that, I apologize. I will try to take care of that this week. And all right, guys, who wants some treats? Who's gonna show up to the kitty party tonight? Kitty party! Yeah, all right. Let's see who we got tonight. All right, here Katana. See Katana's head right here. Can barely see Katana's head. She's not being very helpful. We got Miss Piper back here. Got Kidney. Miss Piper showed up. Hashtag the usual. Violet, Misty, Cece in here tonight. Hey, Cece, how we doing tonight? Yeah, thank you for showing us your cat ass. And Pretty Boy, of course. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 kitties at the kitty party tonight. Pretty good showing. I see Miss Precious down there. Miss Precious refuses to jump up here. Can you see her? Can you see her over there? No, can you see her? No, you can't really see her. The screen is in the fucking way. Whatever. There's 8 in here, but you can't see what I'm. All right, successful kitty party. We did it. We did it. You gotta get over and get over there, Katana. Get over here and get it with the rest of them, dummy. You ain't being hand-fed by me, bitch. What do you think this is? All right. Hell yeah, folks. I'll be back Wednesday, most likely Wednesday. Going to try to do 3 shows a week. Hell yeah, get back on my schedule. Got to get back to working out. All the things. Now that the holiday is over. So if you don't tune into the after party, tune in Wednesday night for another episode of the World's Greatest Show. I'll see you guys then. I love the shit out of you. And as always, till next time, Logic. Fuck yes! Good night, everybody. Mwah.